We play and call it work.
MiniWarGaming's Age of Sigmar Battle Report.
Wargamers, welcome to another week and more Age of Sigmar content. Today, Josh and I are going to be playing a 2,000 point game of Age of Sigmar. It's going to be Ogres versus the Legions of Nagash. A couple of special things with this battle report. We'll go over them as throughout the course of this game here. But we are continuing the narrative of poor Fritz cursed by the Ogre tribes in today's game, and we have a little story to tell in our game. So let's go take a look at the armies, the table, and we'll get into it. Here is the Legion of Sacrament army I'll be playing today, obviously led by Archon the Black. You might be thinking, well, this looks different, or does it? Does it look oddly familiar? This is not a studio army. This is Trevor's army, and if you're not too sure who Trevor is, you might be remembering him from previous Age of Sigmar games where he played this army, or more recently, his Caradron Overlords with his Orc conversions. Obviously, with the pandemic, Trevor has not been able to make a buy recently, so you are missing out on his entertainment pleasures, but I am playing his Legions of Nagash army today for a specific reason. I'll be playing it for a few games in the future. A couple of reasons. It's been a while since I played them, and I think I can justify playing the Legion of Sacrament in today's Age of Sigmar environment. They're not nearly as oppressive as they used to be. And the second reason is, Trevor is looking to sell this army, and we here would like to do him a favor, and maybe, globally make it available to everyone who may watch this battle report. Maybe you're thinking, I've been looking to get an Age of Sigmar, maybe Legion of Nagash. To me, it's one of the cooler armies. I always gravitate towards death, and this is like the foundation of death. It is kind of the first really good death book that came out. It incorporates a lot of the old fantasy miniatures, and it's pretty well rounded in its options as well. This build here is your typical Legion of Sacrament build, I think. At least it's the one I typically played quite a bit. Now, if you're curious about this army and you want to inquire about it, you can just email me directly at luka@miniwargaming.com, and that is Luka, not Luca, at miniwargaming.com, and you can send me an email with any questions. There's more to this army as well. There's Spirit Host, Hex Rays, more skeletons, more Ghast. I can send you a list, all of that good stuff, and you can just contact me there for more information. Now, for the other part of the interest is where I want to play Legion of Nagash again. I tried Legion of Night recently, about a couple months ago, and it didn't go so well. So I'm going to go back to what I know best, and that's Sacrament or Grand Host. And typically Sacrament was my preferred way to play, especially with Archon leading it. But it was a little oppressive back in the day. But we'll see how it does today. It also has gravestone markers right there, as you can see. Now, leading this force, we have a Mawtribes, which has to be Archon the Black, and Nagash is not allowed in here. And it's been a long time since I've used him because I have to use his new war scroll out of the OCR Bone Reaper book. It's on the website or the app as well, so it's not that big of a hassle. But he has fundamentally changed since last I used him. As an example, he used to know, I can't remember the range of it, but he used to know all the spells of Death Wizards nearby. So certain necromancers or vampires nearby, he could cast their spells with his modifiers if they were more important to cast that turn. Or he could do Von Hells from a Necromancer because I really needed it that turn. I'm like, well, if I really need it, I'll use Archon to cast it. I can't do stuff like that anymore. But him being the general means he does not get a command trait, though he is going to be the leader of my forces. The spell he knows, I took everything from the lore of Death Mages. I didn't need anything from the lore of Vampires in this game. He is going to go with Fading Vigor. That is the most important spell against Ogres in the lore of Death Mages, and it is most important to have it on Archon the Black himself. Now, supporting him in leader roles, we have a White King. It was between him and the Hex Rays. I wasn't too sure what I wanted to run, so I ended up going with the White King because of his command ability, can be quite useful. And I needed a good, solid model to hold the Azir Bane Standard, which is a relic from the Legion of Sacrament, which will allow him to, or it gives him a 6-inch aura of -1 to wound for enemy units whenever they go to attack. And that should help quite a bit, especially when those giant ogres come smashing into my lines. We have 2 necromancers. The one on the left is going to know Overwhelming Dread, and he's going to have my second relic because I do have a battalion, which I'll explain in a moment. It's going to be the Shroud of Darkness, I believe. It is -2 to hit him with missile weapons over 8 inches, -1 within 8 inches, I believe, and then that would stack with Lookout Sir. So over 8 inches away, it's -3 to hit him if he is near supporting units. And then we have the second Necromancer over here. I had a hard time picking a spell. I think Spectral Grasp could come out pretty big in this game. We'll see if it matters. He's mostly going to be my Von Hells guy, though. So Spectral Grasp is a good optional choice afterwards, but for the most part, it will be Von Hell's Dance Macabre. And then I'll talk about the battalion, which incorporates the Mortis engine, which is the Lords of Sacrament. It has 2 rules, Swirling Spirits, which gives any of the models, or sorry, my 2 Necromancers and Archon the Black, if they're within range of the Mortis engine, they get +1 to their save against missile weapons. And the other one is, it's like Deathly Focus, or I can't remember the name of it, but it does allow them to all cast 1 additional spell. So it makes it so Archon can cast 4 spells, and the Necromancers can cast 2 spells, like Mystic Shield, Arcane Bolt, Von Hell's, or their built-in spell. So they are going to be kind of hovering around that for the most part. It will help protect them. It does give me a command point as well, which is incredibly important for Legions of Nagash. In fact, it's so important that it made me consider dropping some units, making my units a little bit weaker just to incorporate an extra command point, though I didn't go with that route. I don't know if that's the right one or not, or the right call. I'm just going to be going with 1 command point into the game. For battle line, we have 1 giant brick of 40 skeletons. I'll be playing them as spears today, though they are mixed up in swords and spears, so you can kind of justify either or. And if you're curious about the Mortis engine here, you will notice like the javelin there is broken. I did forget to grab that bit off of Trevor, so next time I see him, it is fixable. He has it. I'm just going to fix that up, obviously, before it's shipped out. This is a kind of a conversion. It's a mix between a Coven Throne or a Mortis engine. It's got bits from both, so you can kind of justify using it as either or in whatever game you play. Typically, the Mortis engine will do pretty well for you, unless you want to play a vampire-themed game where the Coven Throne could be kind of nice too. And this Necromancer down here is just the Corpse Master from the Mortis engine, so Trevor was able to get that extra Necromancer out of that kit. We have 2 units of Direwolves, 2 5-man units. They are going to be my 2nd and 3rd battle line choices. And then we've got, I already talked about the White King. We have a unit of 10 Black Knights, a good staple in any Legion of Nagash army, and a unit of 20 Graveguard. Now these are a preference for myself, and albeit the movement trays for them aren't finished, but Trevor will finish them up too, so no worry about that. They will match the skeletons over here. They are elite skeletons. I just love them so much, I can't not bring them. I could drop them to bring other things in the list, but I think they fill a very special role in the game and in my heart. Thus, I bring them. And they have their great weapons for today's game. They're all modeled with them anyways, so it works out quite nicely. And that is it. That is my list for the Legion of Sacrament. Let's go take a look at the Ogors.
This is my 2,000 points worth of Ogre Mawtribes. I think this is the last tribe I have not played, and that is the Blood Gullet tribe. Because I love wizards so much.
Yeah,
they're the best. I love magic.
favorite.
I love wizards. I love doing things in the hero phase. No. But whatever. I'm going to try it anyways. I will go on record to say I'm probably not going to play this the most efficiently. But I got to try it a couple times, see what works, see what doesn't work, and get some feedback. So all you ogre-type players that want to see more magic being used, let me know what I'm doing wrong.
Or right.
At this point, if I do anything right, let me know.
Unfortunately for Josh, he did build this list beforehand, and it is going up against Archon the Black, who is infamous for being a very big anti-wizard. So this is no fault of him if he doesn't get too many spells off. It's just Archon's kit.
You know what? There's going to be some weird way that somehow the Iron Guts are just going to kill Archon.
Yeah.
Somehow they're going to charge him turn 1 and kill him. It's going to happen. But look at the list. I've got a Slaughtermaster in the middle there who is leading the force. He is the general. For command trait, you gotta go with nice drop of the red stuff. Friendly units that start a pile in wholly within 12, move an extra 3 when they pile in.
Okay, cool.
So, it's an interesting mechanic. I'll see if I can get it to work. Artifact of Power, he did take the Splatter Cleaver. So one of the bearer's weapons, which will be his, the blades on his arms there. And at the end of the combat phase, if any wounds inflicted by that weapon in that phase were allocated to an enemy model and not negated, you can heal D3 wounds allocated to each friendly Blood Gullet Ogre unit wholly within 12 of the bearer. So it seems interesting. I gotta really kind of try to figure out the best ways to use this, but that seems like it'd be pretty powerful. For his spells, I went with the Flesh Crave Curse and Greasy Deluge. Deluge?
Sounds cool.
I don't know how to say that right. Then the other leaders, I got 3 Butchers with their cleavers. I put Rib Cracker and Blood Feast on all of them.
Oh, to keep it simple?
Just to keep it simple and to not try to get too confused. I did take a battalion, that's the Gourmand, which will allow me to reach into the Butcher's Cauldron there twice.
Oh, cool. Is that every turn?
Every turn, yeah. And then that means I get an extra artifact. So the one Butcher is going to be getting the Dankhold Spores, and that's going to be the fellow on the far left-hand side there.
The guy with the different base?
The guy with the different base.
Easy to identify that.
The one that's not my model.
Now, do you get you get both results out of the cauldron when you
I
pull?
get both results out of
Nice.
the cauldron, yeah.
Okay,
I pull
cool.
twice. So, I mean, like...
You just get the bad one twice.
I don't think it would be the first time that happened, where it's just like, D3 mortal wounds. D3 mortal wounds. Fantastic. I feel so accomplished. Looking at the rest of the list there, I've got 12 Iron Guts.
Hello.
Just being Iron Guts.
Don't leave home without them, folks.
I don't know, I love them. They're really fun when they don't get debuffed.
Yeah, definitely no debuffs in the Legion of Sacrament. Definitely none of that.
It's one of the, like, even when they get really badly debuffed, they actually aren't always that bad even. Like, they still do a ton of damage.
Well, the thing is, that's a lot of wounds, right? That's 48 wounds with a 4-up save or a 5-up save?
They're 4-up.
Yeah, it's 48 wounds with a 4-up save, and they can heal with the cauldron and through other means too. It is a durable unit.
It is, yeah. It's expensive. It's like $660 though.
Oh, yeah.
And that's battle line choice. Everything else, basically, I only brought leaders or battle line.
Okay.
Because I've got 4 lead belchers in the back there, and then 2 units of gluttons with their clubs and iron fists.
With the Iron Fist, gotcha. That's a good choice. I like that one a lot. Any fancy things with the banners, or is that like...
The banners are pretty much set. So the banners on the unit of gluttons, because it's the only thing I have modeled. It's you put me
Beast-
on the spot. Now I got to remember the name of it.
Beast Head Banner. I'm going to say Beast Skull Banner.
Beast Skull Banner.
Oh, I was right.
Beast Skull Bearer.
Oh, okay.
I can reroll charges.
Okay, cool.
The tribal banner's the other one. That's 1 to the bravery, and then the tribal banners have the lookout noblars too. I just don't have anything modeled like that, because the majority of the stuff here is my army. I think there's 2, actually, yeah,
3
3
back
Iron
there.
Guts
Him
in the back, and then those 2.
Yeah.
The rest is all my stuff.
Cool. And that is it for the Ogars.
That's it for Ogors.
Today we play the Places of Arcane Power out of the General's Handbook 2020. In this mission, both players are going to be setting up in table quarters across from one another, more than 9 inches away from the center of the table, in a search and destroy style deployment. We have 3 objectives, 2 in no man's land, 1 right in the middle. This is a heroic conquest. The normal rules for controlling an objective are not used in this battle. Instead, you will gain control of an objective if a leader finishes any type of move within 3 inches of that objective apart from a retreat move. So you can pile in, charge, move, run, all of that works to get control of that objective. And you keep control of that objective until either you are killed off that objective by another leader, which they would then immediately gain control of that objective, or if the leader that controls it moves more than 3 inches away from that objective. And you control within 3 instead of 6 in this mission as well. Now, the way scoring works is you get 1 victory point for every turn you've consecutively held that objective with that leader. And if 2 leaders or more are eligible for the objective, the first one that moves there is the one that controls it. So the players will have control over that as well. And if the game comes down to a tie, it will come down to the auxiliary objectives. Thanks for checking out this video, everyone. Paired with it in the MiniWarGaming Vault will be a 2,000-point game between Josh and Luka. It'll be the Sons of Behemoth versus the Flesh Eater Courts. Click on the link below to check it out if you're not a Vault member and get yourself a 7-day free trial. Enjoy the video. Today, Josh's and my forces skirmish or clash outside of the fabled Tempest Breeze City. Well, at least the gates of it. We're on the outskirts of the city here. And before we get into the narrative of it, thank you to some of the terrain companies here. We got a mat from Urban. I love it because it's got the design of the road leading to the city walls, and we built up around that. And we have Tabletop World in the form of this beautiful terrain. The walls go along with the same set from the same company. We have the old Citadel Wildwoods, and we have some Citadel walls as well to kind of separate the greens and the path and all that stuff. And then a couple foreground trees, just kind of spruing about to give it a little bit of color to certain areas. And yeah, so today we have Places of Arcane Power. The Places of Arcane Power are magical artifacts that Fritz himself, in another get-rich-quick scheme, is trying to set up a fair out of Tempest Breeze City.
Is it really get rich quick, or is he just trying to live his life, man?
That's my perception of Fritz. Wherever he goes, he's always got some scheme going on. And the Ogres are always on his tail for one reason or another. Today, was it a failed restaurant because of them?
Right. Well, because of them or in spite of them?
Or in spite of them. Maybe. Oh, yeah, maybe. But anyways, they absolutely were dumbfounded when he shut it down.
Yeah, we're upset.
And they're not happy, so they're on his tail in this case. And he thought he eluded them, and he had a new idea, and he was going to start a fair, a festival, an activity. So once a month, Fritz sets up this fair. He calls it the Light Sun Festival, and it travels between a few prominent cities in the area on this realm. Because
not the most prominent, like there's another festival that kind of hits that route.
Right.
So he goes to some of the less nice, but still pretty nice.
The up and coming, definitely up and coming cities, right? That's the idea. And yeah, he's just, because there's not a lot of competition. There's one really popular one that's already super successful, and he's just trying to, like, on the coattails of that.
Well, he's trying to do his own thing. He's trying to do the better version of it. It's just it hasn't really taken off yet.
Right. So he had purchased these magical artifacts, very alien to him. So he had set them up. He started setting up his festival when the Ogres unfortunately came, and they're always a thorn in his side. So he quickly ran in with the rest of the inhabitants of the outskirts of the cities, the farmers, the workers, and into the city they went. Unfortunately, this is the realm of death, and I'm here to essentially alleviate the siege. You're not here to siege, but it really looks like that.
We're just setting up. We follow him around. We're big fans of his.
So Archon the Black and his Legion of Sacrament was nearby, and they're going to kind of quickly sweep in and relieve this city of its siege. And that's kind of what's going on.
Siege.
Tempest Breeze City cannot be under the control of the Ogres. Not that you control it, you probably just break it down and everything, but...
Right. Like, unfortunately, everybody's afraid to come out and enjoy the Light Sun Festival that's going on with the Ogres that are... barbecuing.
So are the Ogres at least trying to think of a way to get into the city?
I don't think so. I think we're just here to enjoy the festival, and maybe we're a little too rowdy.
So, okay, they're a little too rowdy. Maybe they're just waiting patiently in a way for Fritz to come out and continue this setup. Maybe they hope that his restaurant will just be, you know, reimagined here at this festival.
Right, exactly. Yeah, we're just trying to support this guy, you know.
That's the high hopes there. So that's the idea of the game going on for today. It is Places of Arcane Power. We're going to go ahead and roll off, pick territories. I'm going to throw down. Ready to go. I roll a 5. A 5, okay. Okay. 6? Oh.
2.
I'm going to, you know what, you're going to be encamped over there near the city walls. They don't really have great defenders, so you're kind of okay to be near the ramparts. I am going to be relieving from over in this direction, coming in to support the city. And, you know, maybe the defenders will see that and attack the Ogres from behind. We know they're not, but, you know, maybe maybe that's Archon's hope. Maybe they'll do that. They won't at all, though, for sure. So some of the training rules, we're going to be playing the Wildwoods as overgrown, as they typically are. And these will be obstacles for the purposes of cover, but we're not going to have them slow us down too much because we don't have to worry about that. We just kind of want to play the game. And this will help for purposes of some spells. There's no real range attacks for both of us. And if there is, I got Fly on Archon, but it'll protect against the Necromancers, essentially. Right. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and deploy and get going with this game. The forces are deployed. Before really deploying things, Josh has to put his cauldron down. I have to put my gravesite markers down. 2 have to go wholly within my territory, so I put 1 right there. And I put 1 hanger back over there near the building. It's with a tree sprouting out of it, because I do need 1 that I can kind of protect to bring units back with Archon the Black. And where's my other one? Oh, there it is. It's in the woods, right over there. So I'm focusing mainly on the middle, typically as I do. And for the cauldron, it went right over there. Any purpose for the cauldron going there?
It's the only place I could find that I kind of liked where it looked.
Fair. Okay, so they set up a cauldron right in front of the city
There's
gate.
something funny, in front of the gates too.
And then for forces, I got my Black Knights on my left flank, going in this direction. Dogs acting as a screen and also a way to tell where the 9 inches away from the middle is for me, visually. I have my skeletons right behind them with the Overwhelming Dread, Shroud of Darkness Necromancer. My other Necromancer with the Spectral Grasp is over here. Archon the Black and the Mortis Engine, the battalion all drop together. They are all near the Mortis Engine for its relevant buffs. And then on this flank we have Graveguard and Dogs. And then we have the White King with his standard, probably going to go up the middle. I kind of wanted him to go with the Graveguard, but I think he's going to be needing that banner in the middle because we got Iron Guts, Gluttons.
Gluttons behind here.
More Gluttons back there.
Lead Belchers, and then the 3 Butchers and the Slaughtermaster.
A whole array of Wizards. And that's it. So Josh obviously finished deploying first, so he has all the power here. I suspect what you want to pick, but...
I think I want to go, like, in this circumstance, I want to go first because you got so many debuffs, but, like, the potential...
I don't have debuffs at that range, though. I could increase my range.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
yeah.
I don't think that... I don't know how well I can actually turn 1 charge do a ton of damage that I need to do to justify you then getting all the debuffs off.
Right.
So I think I'm going to do some measurements, see what debuffs you have in range, and then make my decision.
Okay.
Yeah, with Luka not having spells in range, even if you buff the range, right?
Right, so I have to use a command point to do that. It would make their 24 inches is pretty much like right past that grave marker there, so Josh is rather safe from it.
Yeah, I think I'll let you go first and kind of see what you do, because I just... if the dogs weren't screening, I would have considered just, Iron Guts go.
100%. Like without a doubt, right?
Yeah. Well, even the distances aren't fantastic, but yeah. Yep, it's going to be death.
Death, turn 1. Okay, well, with that, I got nothing fancy that Josh has to worry about. I want to note that I'm a little rusty with these guys, so would it have been more prevalent to put the wizards up to threaten Josh with that? I don't know. I myself do not want to use the command point to increase the ranges, so that's why I kind of hung back with them anyways. So I don't know. I want all your opinions down below. More modern ways to play them, but this is what I'm used to. Anyways, it's gonna be Legion of Sacrament, turn 1. Typically do all the healing at the beginning of the hero phase. I have nothing to heal, so I'm not going to worry about that. I do get a command point as well, bringing me up to 2, which is nice. Love to see it. We are going to have... Archon the Black has his Staff of Spirits there, which has a new rule on it, as different to what I've used to him having. Though I'm kind of used to him having it because I played the Bone Reapers. He's allowed to cast Arcane Bolt and Mystic Shield as many times as he wants, regardless of the amount of times other wizards have cast it. So I think the smart thing here to do would be... obviously cast Arcane Bolt or Mystic Shield with my Necromancers first. I can't do Arcane Bolt because I'm not in range. I'm not going to use the command ability in the beginning of the hero phase to increase the range either. I'm going to bank command points. So I think I'm going to have like this Necromancer who has Overwhelming Dread, Von Hells, and Arcane Bolt, Mystic Shield. Just cast Arcane Bolt on the... Arcane Bolt on the dogs.
Shoot the dog.
Dog, die! You were supposed to die right away. You die now. We're going to Mystic Shield the dogs. He gets, he gets a bonus 1 to casting because of that, so he rolls a 9. Would you like to stop the Mystic Shield on the dogs? I'll be honest.
Shield on the dogs, what's their save?
5 up. I'll be honest, I'm just going to cast Mystic Shield on my whole army.
Yeah, so we'll have one of the ones in range try to stop it?
Because he's going to do it, and then he's going to probably cast Van Hells on them for the sake of casting Van Hells on them. It's not going to do anything.
What do I have for range, though, on this? Okay.
Okay, so yeah, Mystic Shield on dogs, great success. It's good. Okay, so we're going to have this guy cast Von Hells on the Black Knights.
Okay.
Bam. Gets it with an 8. I believe it's even a 9. But we'll see your roll, and I'll go confirm that roll.
I'll try to stop that.
It's a pretty good spell.
Any one of these random guys.
100%. No.
No.
Okay, so they
Even
get...
with my +1.
So they get to pile in a fight twice, but not immediately.
They can be choked.
And that's only for my next combat phase. I don't know how much value there is in missiling these Black Knights, but I'm going to do it anyways because it sounds cool. So we're going to... He's done because he can't Arcane Bolt, and he can't Spectral... Oh, you know what? He could Spectral Grasp something. Okay, this might be worth doing. So he's going to go ahead and Spectral Grasp. What this does is I choose a piece of terrain, and all units within 3 of that terrain have their move.
Whoa.
Maybe that'll work. And you know what we'll do for the fences and everything? We'll treat them as actual individual pieces.
Sure.
That way I can't be like, okay, that fence.
Yeah, this entire fence.
So
That'd be awful.
He gets it with an 8, I believe.
I'll try to stop it with another 1, getting +1 to this.
Okay, so no. Wait, with the +1, I gotta go confirm.
Come on, boys.
I gotta confirm if I get a +1. Or I know I do, I just can't remember the range. So yeah, it's a 12-inch aura. Yeah, he definitely gets the +1. That was Spectral Grasp. You know what, 18 inches is a lot more restrictive than I thought. It's pretty much like only that section of wall, so...
There's little hands coming out of the wall just grabbing at me.
Just reaching out a little bit. And then we're gonna go on an Archon the Black, who's just gonna like machine gun out Mystic Shields, I think. So he's gonna start with Mystic Shield targeting those Black Knights. He gets it with a 9. He gets +3. He gets +2 himself and +1 for the head.
9.
Sorry, that's a 10. I can do math. I'm cheese. So yeah, because that's really hard to stop. So they get Mystic Shield. We're gonna Mystic Shield them. Again, he's got a rule on the Staff of Spirits.
The Skeletors?
The Skeletons, yeah. He can cast Mystic Shield as many times as he can cast spells. So he gets that with a 12.
Okay, cool.
So it's not gonna matter for them really. We're gonna put on the Graveguard next. Okay, well we got a low roll there. We got a 7.
I'll try to stop that. I don't get a +1 in this though. Bam!
You do. Okay.
Whoa!
My Graveguard do not get Mystic Shield.
Power Overwhelming. Does my Slaughtermaster take a mortal wound? No.
No, he does not. Okay. Oh, is that every time they unbind as well, eh?
They successfully unbind, yeah.
Okay. Nice. You outdone Archon. I think that's pretty much... I could do it on like the dogs over there. Yeah, sure. What? Okay, we'll cast it on the dogs. I don't know if you need visibility or not. Okay, I got it with a 13.
Cool.
Never mind, you totally need visibility. You know what? He's going to put it on himself. There we go. He's got Mystic Shield too, because he's so cool. And that should be it for my hero phase. We're going to go on to movement, where we're going to move these Black Knights first, and they move 12 inches. They're going to go charging and leaping over the wall, and they're going to try and go for some Iron Guts and do some damage. Is this what Shock Cavalry does?
Look at this kind of like diamond formation you have got going on. I'm impressed.
The charge in, it makes sense. It's
No, I agree with the charge in. I just like the formation. I don't think usually you put the guy without a lance and that has a horn.
He's got the horn.
Dude, follow me.
I swear he's about to pull his lance out. He's gonna do it, I swear. That's where they're gonna end up. We're gonna have the dogs move forward as well. They might as well run. They don't have any ambitions to charge, so they're gonna go an additional 4. That move, they can go right up to the Ogres, but we're gonna have them. We're gonna stay about there away, I think, is the plan.
I'm gonna punch you.
Bam. Ending there. I think I'm gonna need the White King to make the push for that. The problem is, how do I get that objective? Do you even have a hero over there to go for that objective?
Nope.
Okay, are you?
So that's the thing. I'm pretty sure this one, like, if I kill the hero, then you no longer have control of it.
100%.
I won't have control of it, but you won't.
Exactly.
So that's what these boys are for.
Oh, they're there to go smash heroes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, no. Send the hero over there unsupported.
We're gonna move the Graveguard. We're gonna run them. They're gonna go an extra 1. That's not ideal, but it's something. It's only a 5-inch move with a run, so we're gonna have them go up here. I think it's like, I don't think I'm gonna make them do a play for this one over there. I think I really do need him in the middle of the field more than anything. So we're gonna go ahead and run these dogs as well. They go 10 plus 6. They're gonna use that to go up and around this way. They are gonna move over here for now and reposition and serve a different purpose throughout this game. Kind of like deployed, then realized, oh yeah, I should probably get these heroes on these objectives. I'm gonna have this Necromancer probably end up making a push for over here. We're gonna have the White King do a run. Probably should put Mystic Shield on him now that I think about it. Interesting. Running. 1. Ooh. I'm not gonna use a command point on that to make it a 6. It's too risky to run him ahead on his own. So we're just gonna move him forward his 5. With that, you're gonna go to there. And then the skeletons are gonna run. An extra 5. Nice. They go 9. We got them all moved up. We're gonna run this Necromancer. An extra 5. Nice. Good job, buddy. I guess we're going to use that just to hide in the woods so he can't get shot at for now. He's relatively safe there. I'm not making a push for that objective. So I could have made room for Archon the Black to land on that objective. I'm far too afraid of Josh getting a double turn and then I'm losing Archon. I cannot have that happen. I'm okay to not get points for now, I think. We're going to run the Necromancer beside Archon. He's going to go an additional 3, which helps a little bit for next turn. Which is going to go right about there, in between the doggos. And then we're gonna have Archon the Black, do Archon the Black things. He's gonna move here. And then the Mortis Engine is going to go, they both move rather fast. I don't have to worry about measuring. That should be it for my move. It's gonna bring us to shooting, which that's the only thing I have that shoots, and it's only 10-inch range. It has a weird whale, there's Banshees, the Spirits and the Banshees, and it has a 10-inch whale that does D3 mortal wounds if I roll, I believe, over your bravery. Not relevant right now, figure that out later. These Black Knights are gonna declare a charge though. Sound the horns! In they go! They're gonna roll? Sure. We'll take an 11. So I'm having a hard decision here. I don't know what the best choice is. I either daisy chain back to get the 602 ignore damage, or I just say, forget about that. These guys do so much damage that I'm not too concerned about it, and maybe I'll just go in and get the extra attacks on the second pylon for any that survive. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna say screw it. This is where they would end up instead. You would be there, and you were about here. So yeah, plus that, I hate that, that looks dumb anyways. That's where they're gonna end up. And I'm gonna go ahead and pile in then, because that's the only charge I'm doing. Oh, okay, so start of the fight. Oh, yeah, you have an ability that affects gluttons at the beginning of the fight phase. You could target them.
Yeah, no.
Oh, was it a command ability?
It's a command ability.
Oh, I thought it was a command trait.
No.
So we're gonna go ahead and pile in. You're already within an inch, so you don't have to worry about it. You can go there. I think I'm gonna pull him into combat. Oh, I don't want to pull the gluttons in though, so I'll figure out where that is, and we'll have you go there. Okay, I got them all in range to attack while not pulling in the gluttons or the other Slaughtermaster, but that one there is in for sure. So let's see how many attacks these guys get, and I believe they get +1 damage and to wound roll when they charge in.
I think I'm going to go ahead and pop all out defense.
Reroll save rolls 1
Yeah, I want to keep these guys alive.
for a command point. That'll bring you down to 0.
It does.
This is 19 attacks I'm throwing with the Black Knights on 3s. No re-rolling. I don't know, I could have given them an extra attack in my hero phase with the White King, but that's before I knew they rolled an 11 on their charge, so I think it's good I didn't do it. Could have had 9 more attacks though. I don't know if that would have made it. I gotta roll that one after. 3s to wound, and that one does wound. So these are pretty good. It's a good amount of wounds. These are all 2 damage each because I charged in with the lances, and I do have horses to attack with afterwards. That's 8 wounding hits. No rend though. Let's see.
4-ups. Rerolling 1s.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to say. I was hoping to... Okay, so I do the 6 damage. I do kill 1.5, and I got the horses to attack with.
Yep.
So we'll kill... I'll let you think about it. Now the hooves on 4s. And a 5s. Not bad. We got 5 wounding hits. No rend. 4 up on them. Ooh, we kill them.
Yep, you get one.
All right, so I killed the 2 ogres I kind of want... Or the iron guts I kind of wanted to kill. They're pretty tough to chew through, especially with no rend. It's going to be like this unit over here, the Graveyard could do it, but the rest of my army is a little iffy on that one. But that's all I got for attacks. I do get to pile in a fight twice, but Josh gets to go first. And I assume it's the Iron Guts.
Yeah, for sure.
We're bringing him on up.
He's going to pile in and up.
That should be all of them in reach, because they do have 2-inch reach.
There's one in the back.
Oh, there's
I'm
one
not
guy way back
super
there.
worried about the banner. I'm almost thinking about, because I could kind of pile this way probably. And
Hop over the fence, yeah, and get him in.
Get everybody in. But to give up the attacks, because if you're going to pick them again, it'll kind of bring you in a little bit deeper.
Right. Oh, yeah,
Or
yeah.
you can pull from over there. I'm not going to.
Okay.
I think this should be enough damage.
Probably right. That is 6, 7, 8, 9 Iron Guts attacking me. While Josh is counting out dice, the tactic here for me was not to cause catastrophic damage to the Iron Guts, but to tie them up for their turn so they couldn't get into my lines. And these are going to act as a Vanguard Shock Cavalry to do just that. And ideally, they don't all die right here, but they die on Josh's. My hope is they die on Josh's turn.
Yeah. These are all looking for 3s to hit you.
Certainly is a lot of dice, though. Okay, some misses. About the average, probably.
Now 3s to wound you. That's where I need to roll well. Ooh.
It's
Still pretty good.
pretty good. It's not bad, not good. Average-ish. That's Rend 1, correct?
Rend 1.
They're only going to have a 6-up save with their shields. Their shields are weird. They get +1 to their save if there's no rend. I'm going to have to roll pretty well here. Ooh, I got a couple saves, but I think the unit's still probably dead. I do have Mystic Shield on them. Didn't help. That is, yeah, it's 3, 6, 9. So that's 15. How many? There's 20 wounds there? Yeah, you got the unit. They're all wiped out. I was hoping they could survive that, but I wasn't too sure about it. I didn't think they'd be able to. You got them. But I can bring them back for a command point. That didn't go according to plan there. You know, I kind of forgot about in my head, I'm like, they have a 5-up save rerolling once. I forgot that their barrow shields are a 5-up base. They go to a 4-up if there's no rend. So a little bit of a miss. I still would have done it though. I think, yeah, probably still would have. Because there's no point in rushing for the objective. I don't have a hero here. So I like that. I'm okay with it. That is the end of my turn. And I score no points because I don't have any heroes on the objective. So we're going to go on Ogre's turn 2. I totally meant turn 1 Ogres, where they get their command point.
Okay, let's see if I can remember all this casting. We're going to go for a Greasy Deluge onto the unit of skeletons there.
All right, cool. What does this do?
Minus 1 for them to hit.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
This is cast on a 7.
7.
No bonuses.
So you got a 10. All right, well, I'll try and stop with Archon. I do, because I get +2 or 3 to that.
Well, you're a bully.
Wait, what'd you roll? You had no bonuses, right?
No bonuses,
Okay,
yeah.
so he does stop it. If anyone's curious, the Mortis engine is only +1 to casting, not unbinding, so Archon only has a +2. I rolled an 11 there.
Okay, onto him again. I'm going to go Rock Chomper onto the unit there.
Okie dokie.
Casting value of 5. Basically, unmodified wound rolls a 6 for their bites. Do a mortal wound in addition.
Cool. Okay.
I don't get it. Way back here, he's going to try to throw a Mystic Shield onto him.
Right. Ooh, that's a fail. Unless he gets a bonus for being near that.
He gets a bonus for being close by. He gets +1.
So the only one in range to stop that is this Necromancer over there. So you rolled a 6. Yes. I have no bonuses. I roll a 10. All right, Necromancer stops it because he's a monster.
I'm going to go for Voracious Maw onto the dogs. Casting value of 7, but I get +1.
Nice.
Yeah!
I can't stop this one. I have nothing else in range for
So
him.
D3 mortal wounds to the dogs.
No. That is going to kill. Oh, I do have a hero nearby, so that's a 6 to ignore. I do not ignore it, so I take 1 mortal wound on the back dog.
On a 4-up, it keeps going.
Oh, oh, right.
D3 mortal wounds.
Okay, 6 up to ignore. I do not, so that dog is dead. Oh, just
4-up to continue.
Is it infinite?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
No, okay.
So it kills the dog.
I got to resolve to see if that actually did anything when I cast successfully. I would have got a wound back.
Nice.
Ooh. Here, let's go for a blood feast onto them.
Okie dokie.
Show a 6.
Whew. Okay, well, I will try and stop that with Archon. I need to show an 11. I don't. What does this do?
+1 attack.
This is real bad.
Lure attribute on him.
Nope,
He's fine.
He's good.
Let's go for a rib cracker then, onto the same unit.
Okay.
Or sorry, not on the same unit, onto the skeletons.
Skeletons.
Which I'm going to try to kill.
10.
Getting +1 to it though, so an 11.
Archon will try and stop that one. He does.
Ooh.
The battalion only allows me to cast an additional spell, so no more unbinding for Archon.
We'll have one guy throw an arcane bolt then.
Who? You got it with an 8?
Yeah.
I'm going to roll to see if I can stop with the Necromancer, then I'll measure range after. Oh, boy. But you did roll a 9. I got a 10, so he does stop the arcane bolt. He's in range. Okay, so that's it for the magics. Lots of magic in this game.
Let's reach into the cauldron.
First one, a 3.
So that is Spine Marrow. Add 1 to hit rolls. I guess I'll put it on these guys.
I guess, yeah.
I suppose.
I suppose, why not?
And then he gets to reach in a second time.
5.
Bone Crusher. Roll dice for each enemy unit within 6. Yeah, there's
Okay, nothing. All right. Not bad. Pretty good hero face.
Over to movement. Guess what? The Ogre's coming around the corner. Oh, Ogres.
Ogres. Hello. Now, in hindsight, I'm seeing what I probably should have done instead of forced to go first. I think I was better off just having the Black Knights hang out back here and just have the dogs act as a screen and just forgo my first turn. I got a little too greedy with the charge there. Oh, well. Because I'm worried about Josh's double turn. Even if he got a double turn, it still wouldn't fix my issue. The dogs would be dead, and then my skeletons would be dead. We did forget to do a bravery check for them because they weren't feeding at the
Right, they weren't feeding at the end there.
So on a 6, I believe one runs? No, you're fine. They only lost 2. That's a 4. Their bravery 6 or 7. We're just going to continue with the movement and show you where they end up afterwards.
Right.
We got the
Slaughtermaster.
moving forward.
Butcher's there. Gonna go for a little run.
Oh, you would get a 6-2, you monster. Boom, on the other side.
Fine then.
Yep, he's going to go claim control of that objective. This is where I should have held my Black Knights back here.
Yep.
Because I had realized he was going to go do that. Got a 6-2, boo. Okay, well, this Butcher moving forward? Or just moving around?
Yep. Just opening up.
Oh, getting the bonus.
The floodgates.
Keep the bonuses to casting.
Yes.
And then the Gluttons moving forward as well to protect the Wizards.
Lead Belcher's gonna go for a little run.
Extra
Like
3.
It's 11. They're just gonna kind of pop up over here.
Running over there. Protect this side a little bit more. I assume they cannot run and shoot.
Correct, they cannot. Charge time!
Where do we begin?
Let us begin with the Guts of Iron.
Bring it on. Yeah, there it is. There's that Ogre charge you want to see. 10-inch charge, that means he's going to get to roll 10 dice and do some more wounds. Yeah, Rip Necromancer is hyper dead too. Now, he does have the ability to pass off his wounds to the skeletons on a 4 or more, so that might help him a little bit. We'll see. I doubt it. That's what I was worried about too. I'm like, well, okay, my Necromancer's probably fine unless Josh rolls like a 10 on his charge. Oh, there it is. Okay, we're going to put all of the Ogre impact attacks into the the Necromancer.
Yes.
So every 6 up it should be?
4 up.
Oh, because they're unit size. That's right. Hilarious. Absolutely hilariously good roll, too.
A little above average.
7 mortal wounds on the Necromancer. So before he does his Deathless Minions, I have to pass these off. Every 4 up, it goes to a skeleton instead. Okay, we'll make 3 of them. He's going to live through this, but he's not going to live through the big weapon attack. So he's going to take 3 damage because he has Deathless Minions. So he takes 3, he's down to 2. And then the skeletons take 2 as well. I'm going to mark him down to 2 wounds there. And then I'm going to pull a couple skeletons from over in this area. That's that charge resolved.
That was pretty good.
That's not bad.
Let's do this unit of Gluttons.
Okay, in they go. Whee! 6. Okay, that's something. What unit size do you need for the big impact
8.
hits? Oh, wow, okay. Man, if I kill 1 more. Would have had to kill 2 more of them to stop those big old impact hits. These guys are 6 or are they 9? They're 6? All right, we're going to do some impact hits on them. These ones are on 6s.
Indeed.
This is going to be a rough game, folks. Everyone watching, I'm feeling rough game here. I don't think they're within 6 because I pulled the dog in the back that was. We're going to lose a couple dogs. We'll lose these 2 dogs. They were outside of 6 for Deathless Minions.
The Master of Slaughter will go now.
Wee. 4. That is probably good.
Irk.
And throwing 4 dice every 6 up. More wound. I lose none this time. That should be about it for charging. So obviously Iron Guts first.
Yeah, I think the Iron Guts are the obvious pick to go first.
Right. The skeletons shouldn't have a save. They only have a 5-up, 6-up save, and then against no rend, it's 5-up. So they'll have no save against the big weapon attacks.
Yep.
And they're +1 to hit right now and +1 attack. These skeletons are probably all wiped. I'm gonna put this Iron Gut smashing a nerd over here.
Right, and then everybody else is going to be going to the skeletons or obviously the dogs.
Right, so like it looks like 2 on dogs, these guys all on skeletons, and then one guy.
They get +1 attack and +1 to hit.
Correct. He got both those. Those are both, amazing.
Mighty bashing weapon into that nerd.
Nerd!
2s.
2s to hit. Oh, I got a miss.
Oh, embarrassing.
The +1 to hit didn't even matter there.
3s to wound.
Okay, I don't know if I have a save against this. I am in cover technically, so I would get +1. I do get a 6-up save against that because I'm hiding in the woods. It doesn't help, obviously. Is that 6 damage?
6 damage.
Okay, well he's going to attempt to pass those off on a 4-up. Okay, he has to take 2. A single 6-up keeps him alive. Those are going to skeletons, which I'll just roll now. And that's 4 dead skeletons, which we'll remember. And then he needs to roll a 6-up. Oh, he gets crushed. He goes down.
Let's do the swings into those dogs now.
Hitting on 2s. Don't roll any 2s. No, the 2s make. Oh, you know what? Even without those 2s.
I think it's going to be okay.
I think it's going to be.
3s. These are -1.
Oh, these dogs have Mystic Shield. 6-up save on the doggos. Okay, not bad. I get to reroll the 1 for Mystic Shield. That is going to only be 12 damage. That's fine. They're dead. 100% dead on the dogs. And when that guy charges in, he does claim control of that objective. We didn't mention that earlier, but that is good for Josh. 7 guys attacking skeletons. It should be 28 attacks.
Something like that.
Or +1 for the big guy, if that's a thing.
The big guy was over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those were the dogs.
2s to hit. Okay, how many 2s? There's a couple 2s in there. It always makes me feel better or worse, seeing how much it actually helps. In this case, you got a few extra hits.
3s to wound.
3s coming up.
Ooh, okay. A lot of 1s and 2s.
So that is 42 wounds on my skeletons. I do not get a save against their attacks. Before I do the Deathless Minions, let's just throw in the bites.
Bites on 2s.
Nice, a couple misses. A couple 2s. Feels bad, a little bit.
And then 3s.
3s. Ooh,
Oh, they're not that hungry.
not too hungry at all. No rend on these bites?
No rend on the bites, no.
They do get a 5-up save. And I did Mystic Shield them. So that is going to be 3 more dead for a total of 45 Deathless Minions I've got to roll. Here is 25 out of the 45 I need to do, so I'll just do 20 afterwards. We'll count the 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. And the rest. So 4 on top of 2, 6. And 1 lives. 46. So I take 6 away from the 45. 39 skeletons die. Actually, they're all dead because I lost 2 earlier. All the skeletons are dead. The Iron Guts walk all over them. Oof! They're all dead. Okay. Well, you get to pile in with those guys. They haven't fought yet, and that guy if you want to.
I think I get to pile them in 6.
Yeah, they can pile in 6 if they want to. Is it that guy that does it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, bring it on. I'll show you the power of the White King. Oh, Josh is. I simply said you'll see the power of my White King, and he backed down. He's not going to.
I would have
drag
only
you.
got 1 guy in.
Right. Okay. That's
Which
fair.
I guess ironically would have been enough to probably kill him, but no.
He does have a 3-up save, and you're -1 to wound him. So he might have lived. Might have.
Yeah. So I made the right decision. I'm proud of myself.
Okay, there you go. That is. I have no bravery to take, obviously.
I'm about very nice, clean games like that.
Yeah, it's very, the skipping phases, sure, no problem. We got 2 victory points for Josh at the end of his turn because, well, he's healthy. He's got those objectives with those heroes. I am obviously going to have to make some crazy plays to get back in this game, and I've already realized what I should have done instead, and I'll explain that in the post-game show. But you never know, assuming we don't get a double turn here. So rolling off, because if it's a double turn, it's probably game or Reno, but I got a 4. I win ties. A 3. Okay. So we get to keep going. I'm obviously going to take the turn. Otherwise, you just, bloop, you guys get the picture, right? You guys get the idea.
Did you ever watch Doug growing up?
Doug, like...
The TV show, I think...
Oh, Doug, yeah, him and the dog, yeah. It's like the weird animation. Is that Canadian, though?
I don't know if it is or not.
It seems like a very Canadian animation style
It seems
show.
like it would be. I'm pretty sure he had a friend. I can't remember the friend's... I want to say the friend's name was like Skeeter or something
Yes,
like that.
100%.
And he always does that little like, ha-ha laugh at the end of everything he says.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, did you pick it up from that, or is that just like, where did you get that from? I always wondered.
I have no idea. I could have been.
Okay.
Could have very well been that. I'm trying my best not to do it right now. No! Okay, let's see if we can't fix this up. I forgot to roll for my triumph, by the way. So I got a 4. Not that it would have mattered too much. It might matter for this turn. This is the turn I might use
This is the turn of triumph.
This is the turn of triumph. That is Bloodthirsty, so I get to pick a unit when relevant, and they get to reroll wound rolls. That'll probably be the Graveguard this turn. They might be able to carry me here. We're going to obviously bring back some of my summonable units. You know, might be able to bring back another one if certain models die, if I can take care of all the Iron Guts. If I can take out all the Iron Guts and the Gluttons this turn, I might be in a good spot. That's going to heavily rely on some magic from Archon the Black, though. I also have nothing to heal, and I do not believe I'm going to spend a command point on using the extended range on my spells. I just do not need that. So let's start slinging some spells. We're going to start with, do you have just one Unbind per guy?
It's one Unbind per guy, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to go with Overwhelming Dread from this Necromancer. That is going to target these Iron Guts, which is -1 to hit. We got it with a, we get +1 to this for being within 6 of that, so we got it with a 6. So that's -1 to hit and Bravery.
Okay, I will try to stop that just because it's low.
Yeah, it's a pretty poopy roll.
We'll say from back here.
Yep, he's probably within 30. You definitely stop Overwhelming Dread.
Attribute.
No, you're good. So it's if anyone's curious what that is, on a 1 you take a mortal wound, on a 2 up you heal a wound, I think. Or is it D3 mortal wounds on a 1?
On a 1 he just takes 1 mortal wound.
Okay. Yeah. He's gonna go ahead and cast Von Hell's Dance Macabre. Bam. He got that with a 9. That's gonna be targeting Graveguard, obviously. Would you like to try and stop that?
Then you go, what other debuffs do you have coming in?
So he can give -1 attack and have the charge. You only roll 1 dice when charging.
Ooh.
So like a -1 attack on your profile, which counteracts their plus. Like unfortunately, they got so buffed up on their last turn that my negative.
They're pretty spooky. Yeah.
They're pretty spooky unless I get the unmodified 9 on my lore or locus of Shaiish ability.
And this one is giving them what? Sorry.
This is Von Hell's Dance Macabre.
Oh, okay. So they're able to.
Yeah.
Choice. I'm gonna go for it. It's kind of a stretch. I gotta show an 8 to beat you. Oh no, you get +1.
I got +1.
So I got to show a 9 on him.
Right. Dang. Okay. Well, this is not going well at all.
Does he get a boo-boo?
Boo-boo?
Oh, he does.
He takes the damage.
Oh, no.
Nice. And then Archon the Black can sling out 4 spells because he's near this bad boy here. So it's going to be, what does he got? He's got Fading Vigor, Curse of Ages, and then pretty much like Mystic Shields and Arcane Bolts. Okay, well, we're going to start with, because you have, how many more Unbinds do you have?
If he's in range, I have 2 more.
Okay.
30, nope.
Okay, so we only have 1 more, eh? Okay.
Yep.
So we're going to cast Fading Vigor on them.
Yes, that's what I'm scared of.
So we got, yeah, so that's +3 to that roll. So he rolls at 11. We're going to see if the Iron Guts banner eats this spell up.
Yeah, on a 6, I get to ignore the effect.
Ah, there's the beard. There it is. It's one of those games, folks. It's okay. We're going to keep trying, though. We're just going to go ahead and see if we can get a big Curse of Ages off. Oh, can't stop that.
Nope, that's unstoppable.
We're still targeting the Iron Guts with it, though, so can the banner stop more than 1 spell? I assume so.
Yeah. This is the only time it's ever worked.
Yeah, there it is again.
No, that's cocked.
Okay, so typically we never call that cocked. We never call cocked dice here.
You don't think that's cocked?
Well,
I would re-roll that.
I don't know. It's kind of funny. At this point, it's comical. If you want to re-roll it, obviously I won't say no in this case.
Yeah.
I understand why you want to re-roll it. I think under normal circumstances.
Okay.
I think under normal circumstances we wouldn't call that one, but I think
under normal circumstances I would call that one still.
Okay, you might. Okay, that's fair. You might. So typically at the studio, it's up to us how we call it. I've always had a good rule of thumb. I never call it unless my opponent wants to say it's a cocked die or not, because that way you just ignore all.
Yeah.
You just ignore all arguments or not. Like you could have your like weird rules of like, oh, if you can't balance a die on it, that one's just arbitrary. It's like arbitrary, right? It's whatever. It's just whatever it kind of looks like to the person who rolled it. That's what they get.
You're a reasonable person. I tend to just call my own.
And I always let my opponent call it, right? And like even against me, I'm like, are you okay with that roll? They're typically like, yeah, sure, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Like, well, it does matter, but in some, this might not do anything. This could wipe out the unit, so that's why it was a little iffy.
Yeah.
And all right, so we're gonna roll 10 dice. The way this works is every 6 up is a mortal wound, and then I proceed to roll those dice, and then a 5 up, those are mortal wounds, and then 4 ups, those are mortal wounds, etc., etc. Ones always fail. This used to go infinite. Once you got to 2, that unit was dead. Yep. And if you had any means to ignore mortal wounds, those dice do not continue either, but I don't think you have those. 6s. Okay, we got 1. Did I roll too many dice? No, I didn't. Okay, so that's 1 mortal wound. If this is a 5, it's 2 mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds. Woo! 4? This is 2 mortal wounds. Okay, that's all I do. So again, as you can see, then it'd be a 3, then it'd be a 2, then every 2 up from that point is a mortal wound on the unit. So if I rolled like 4 6s and then 3 5s and then all that stuff, then yeah, the unit could quickly just fade away. They get real old real quick. He's got 2 more spells he can cast. I don't know how important Mystic Shield is going to be, or a couple of Arcane Bolts. I'm gonna do both. I'm just do Arcane Bolt on him. He gets it with a 7. It's not the big version. The other spell
Oh, I
cast is Mystic Shield.
still get to try to stop
You
that.
have one more Dispel or
So
Unbind.
that's going to be one more wound?
Yes,
No.
one more wound. No,
Yeah, we'll see if the banner eats it. No.
9. So he takes 1 mortal wound, and then the Mystic Shield, which is a 13. You can't even stop. Well, no, you can't stop it. No, yeah. So that's going to go on the Graveguard. They get to reroll save rolls of 1. Okay, well we're done our magic here, and we're going to go on to movement and see if we can fix this. Yeah, so for anyone who's curious, they have no debuffs on them. You stopped 1 with a wizard from the Necromancer. I remember the Overwhelming Dread you stopped because you rolled a 10, I believe. And then the banner actually ate up the Fading Vigor as well, so we are not in a good position with these guys right now. And I think because I'm so desperate, I am going to use the White King's command ability before I go into the movement phase to give them an extra attack that I'll use one of my 2 command points. And then the other 2 command points I'm going to use on the Legion of Sacrament command ability that lets me bring units back from the dead. If I can fit both units near this gravesite, which I do not think will be the case. Okay, so we're going to run dogs. We're going to try and play this a little bit proper now. They move 15 inches. Dogs end up there, and then Archon the Black flew back here, staying within 9 of the gravesite. Be able to utilize it, and I think the Mortis Engine, ooh, I could do some more wounds with it, but do I rather have the extra spell with Archon, or?
Yeah, it's pretty early in the game still.
Yeah. You know, I'll come back to you. The Graveguard are going to move their 4 inches towards the Gluttons. That's their target of choice for now. So the problem is these guys are just going to charge them over there. Ooh. Well, I can always bring them back. So one quick correction on some movement. We're going to have Archon move there, get in range of the gravesite, because I want him in range of both of those wizards to be able to unbind their spells. This guy's too far away to support them, so I don't have to worry about him too much. He can buff them up if he wants to, but I need to stop their spells. I need to stop this weird buff train. I got to get my debuffs off somehow.
The buff train's got no brakes.
It doesn't. It's wild. You moved up, you're staying there, and then the Mortis Engine, it's not worth having you do anything, really. So you're just going to hang out back there. And then the Necromancer, technically before the Graveguard move, ends up running in that direction. Not quite in range of the objective, but making his way towards it. And yeah, we're going to come to the end of the movement phase where he's going to use the command ability to bring back the Black Knights, and he's going to use it again at the end of the movement phase to bring back the Skeletons. I'm going to see if I can fit both there. The Skeletons are more important. If I can fit both, I'm hoping the Black Knights can fit back here, and the Skeletons can fit around here. Now, they have to be more than 9 away from them, and wholly within 9 of the gravesite. Boom! They're all wholly within 9 of the grave marker right there, and more than 9 away from any enemy units. For 2 command points, it's the nice thing with this army used to be, it could always rectify mistakes. Josh is in a great position for points, unfortunately, for me. I'm going to have to wrestle the middle one from him, and soon. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do about that. I'm going to hope that he has no way to get to that one over there with the Necromancer and wrestle this one out somehow from his grasp with the White King or Archon the Black. And that's pretty much going to be it. So that's the end of the movement phase. They obviously can't move. They could charge, but that's not the point here. They're meant to gum up the middle. And I have to debuff them. I'm hoping for a good 3rd battle round. This is nice. This is stuff that the Legions of Nagash are capable of doing. That's a lot of points I just got back. 1 command point per unit at the end of my movement phase there. We're going to go on to shooting, which I have none of, and charging, I guess, which will simply be the Graveguard with their extra attack on them. They get also an 11. Okay, so that's 2 11-inch charges for me. All right, they're getting all nice and gummed up in there. So that is going to be all of them. I've already piled in as well. It's kind of hard to see where they all are, though, in the woods there. But 3 of them are not swinging, the 3 in the back there. They have an extra attack each as well. 52 attacks because of the Seneschal, hitting on, 3s. Wham. Oh. 3s to wound because of great weapons. 6s are 2 damage. Hey, it's a lot of 6s. Not bad. And then these are Rend 1 as well. And then we have 10 6s and 13 regulars. That's pretty great for me. This is the 6s first. 6s to save. Okay.
You've taken 2 mortal wounds.
And you take 16 damage. My 2 mortal wounds, I take 2 of. 13 remaining 1 damage saves. So it's 10 more damage. So I killed the unit.
Yes.
I do 26 wounds to the unit. They're dead, and I've lost 2 so far in IOU. So I lost 5. So I lose 5, but you lose all the ogres. It's not a bad hit.
No, my ogres.
Ogres. For the 5 I'm losing, might as well pull from those that probably won't get to attack. So 3, I'll move you out of the way to go 4, and 5. That's going to be a bravery check for... Oh, wait. Well, I messed up a little bit on the pile, and I tried to get him out. I eyeballed it.
I'd let you take it back if you want.
No, it's okay, because I already rolled all the attacks, and I just barely killed the unit. And that guy would have had to give up his attack, so he can go on in too.
Let's send him this way, because he piles in extra.
Yeah. So no bravery phase yet, battle shock phase yet. We're going to resolve this guy's attacks. But I did lose 5 graveyards so far.
He really doesn't do that great. The stump blades, how many attacks? 5.
Yeah, it's 2d6 random attacks.
3's to hit.
These are the relic ones.
I'm not wholly within 12, I think, to heal.
Oh, okay.
So they all hit.
Not bad.
3's to wound.
Oh, wow, 4 wounds. You got a 5-up save on them, or rerolling any... Oh, not making that so far. Reroll? Okay, I get none of those saves. And Deathless Minions? Dang, what's going on? He's 4 more die. Like the Nobbler, too.
The Nobblers. I'll do the one Gulping Bite, 3s and 3s. I should have thrown that in. Okay, so good. That doesn't do anything. The Nobblers, 5s and 5s. Rah!
1 hit.
Motley assortment of weapons. Rah! No.
Okay, so I do lose 4 more, which is not great. Those 4 are just going to come from you 2, I suppose. You'll be the 3rd one, because I already have another musician. And then I'll just take a 4th from over here. Oops. And these guys are actually in range to heal, so they get to heal.
It's
D3
a bigger
wounds.
pile than I thought, than I paid attention to. So D3 wounds back on them.
Perfect. The 3. Now it is the battle shock phase. I lost 9 graveyard. Luckily, they're bravery 11 still. Doesn't matter. Rolled a 4, so I am going to lose 3 more. You and you, I suppose. And that is it for my turn. I get no victory points because he can't quite make it there, and Josh holds this objective firmly under his control. We're going to go on to the bottom of turn 2 for the Ogres.
Okay, hero phase, we're going to start by reaching into the cauldron.
And he goes up to 2 command points.
Yes.
We got a 3. That's the... Oof.
That's the one to hit rolls.
Yep.
I guess it's going to be on the...
Guess it's the Iron Guts. Oh, jeez. That's a hard choice.
It is a very difficult choice.
And a 4 this time.
It's the same thing.
They're the +2 to hit then. Can they benefit from the same one twice? It probably doesn't say otherwise.
No, I guess that's true. I don't think there's any point in it, though.
Oh, well, I do have negative to hit spells. Is that?
Yeah, I guess that's kind of less effective for that. You know what, we're going to put the +1 to hit on him.
Okay.
Casting time, we're going to start here. We're going to go Flesh Crave Curse.
Okie dokie.
This is casting value of 6.
That is not a 6.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the Greasy Deluge, going to show a 7.
No, all right.
Oh.
I forgot about my banner. It would be -1 to wound. I'll remember that for this turn.
Let's go to casting back here. Let's go Blood Feast onto these guys.
Okie dokie. +1 to this roll, so you roll an 8.
That's enough.
So I'll try to stop with Archon, and I do.
Okay. Then he's going to try to throw a Mystic Shield on them.
Okay. Bam. Gets with a 9. What's the other spell they can cast?
The other one that's worked into this is the Ribcracker.
Right. I might as well try and stop that. Why not? I got 1 more. I do? Wait, no, I get +2, so I
get +1.
Yeah, you're at a 10, so they do get Mystic Shield.
Whew. Try to heal his wound.
Oh, yeah. He does.
Yeah!
What a weird ability. Well, I guess if they're at 1 wound, it's kind of risky to cast a spell with them.
It can be, yeah. Next, we're going to try to throw Ribcracker.
Okay. You do with a 10. I might as well try and stop that, because otherwise you just have Arcane Bolt.
Yeah.
Ah! No, that's a 3. Well, total of 5. That is all you. -1 to a save of those dudes?
Yep. I got 1 in range.
Got 1? Yeah. So they're a 6-up save on them.
We'll throw a bolt at them.
With the +1, it works.
Yeah.
So I take a mortal wound. I have a 6-up Deathless Minion, which I do not make. Will kill you off. Movement time. That's it for the
that's it for the hero phase. I'm just trying to think. I mean, like, I'm going to get charged anyways, but I got to take the Grave Guard out.
Right.
I'm trying to maximize what I can do here, and you did a very good job of screening with the dogs. I'm glad you didn't do that earlier, because that would have made a big difference.
Yeah, so that's the big mistake I made. We'll talk about that later at the end of the game. I could have had myself in a much better position.
Yeah. So I think we're just going to, move up. Kind of just move up.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. What about stuff back here?
Yeah. I don't know if I really want to commit these guys. I don't think I need to. Like, I want to, because it's fun, but
right.
I don't think I really need to commit these guys in yet.
Giant unit of guts still here.
Right.
Moving them up and not quite in range to fire.
He's going to just shuffle over a little bit.
Moving up a little bit. You want to go like the maximum range you can go from the...
Yeah, if you've got the widget there.
Something like that.
I'm going to turn that into a run for them.
I'm going to go 4 extra inches forward.
Yeah, so we're just going to kind of bring him up to here.
Hello. Charges!
That brings me to charges, bro.
Where are we charging first?
The guts! I think they're the only ones charging.
Ah, okay. Bam! 6. It's 6 is something. And they still have their big unit size so they can do impact hits. Gonna go into graveyard. Boop, yep. That's where they end up. We're gonna throw 6 dice at graveyard or doggos.
I think graveyard are the proper choice here. Yeah. Graveyard.
Every 4 up. Oof, 4 more wounds on graveyard. So we've lost 1 already earlier, and then deathless minions. Okay, we'll lose 3 more now. We'll lose those 3. It's not gonna help me too much, but it's something. If I can grab them. We got what, 4 left? Yeah. All right, Iron gets going.
Yeah, let's do the guts. He's gonna allocate into them.
Yeah, he's got 2 inch reach. He doesn't have to worry about it too much. You know, just that's the only attacks to roll. I'm just gonna pull the dogs.
That's fair.
So we'll go ahead, see if the
I
graveyard...
got +1 to hit on them, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
2s?
Could have had +2 to hit. They all hit. And 3's to wound. Oh, 4's to wound, sorry. Not that it mattered. It's 4's because of the relic over there. And you Rim Cracker them, so I get no save. That's just 9 damage. Are they in woods? No, not really. So 3, 6, 9. I need to make a lot of these. I make 3 of them, but that's still 1 more than enough to kill them. So unfortunately, they do go down. I would have been ideal. I expected them to die, but it would have been ideal if they stuck around. Could have rejuvenated a ton of them with my invigorating auras and whatnot. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull these docs. They are dead. Even with the -1 to wound, there's no chance. And then there would be no battle shocks to speak of, though I do have to get rid of these guys. So, for scoring purposes, Josh has been holding these for 2 turns in a row. So that's 4 points for him, putting him at 6 on the 3rd battle round. I have to get that middle objective now and hold it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we have to roll for the double turn. If Josh gets the double turn, I think the math says I cannot win, but I get to win ties. Okay, well, that's rough. Yeah.
Well, let's go for it.
Yeah, Ogre's gonna take the double turn there. And you can smash my face if you want. And
yes,
then
that's what I'm here for.
we'll do Ogre turn 4. I don't know if I said turn 4 for the Ogres or not, but that's turn 3 for the Ogres locked in.
Indeed.
Okay, so... Yeah, you get a command point.
Yeah. I go up to, what, 3?
Yeah, you're at 3 now. Yeah, 3 is pretty good, I
I'm
think.
going to spend him like a madman. There.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well. Okay, so where do we start with nonsense, shenanigans?
Shenanigans. All right. We'll reach into the cauldron.
Hooah! Ooh, a 6. What does that mean?
You might take some mortal wounds in the White King.
Okay.
4 up for you to take D3 mortal wounds.
I will suffer those mortal wounds. 1 of them, deathless minions. I take 1. He's got 4 wounds left. And the second pull from the cauldron, a 3, which is +1 to hit. Bam. And then we have some magics to cast.
Yeah, let's go for the...
That poor
I can't remember the name of it. My Flesh Crave Curse on the little fella there.
The White King?
On the White King.
What does this do?
It successfully casts. You get +1 to your attack characteristic of your melee weapons until the start of your next hero phase.
But...
You take D6 mortal wounds.
Oh, yeah. Yikes. Sure, I'll try and stop it with the Necromancer. I do...
He's going to try to put Mystic Shield onto these guys then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try and stop that with Archon. Yeah! Brings it back to the wizards over here.
Yep, let's go for Blood Feast from him onto them.
That's a 7.
Works on a 7.
Archon will try to stop it. He rolls an 8 because he gets +2.
No +1 attack on them. Let's try Rib Cracker. It works.
I might as well try and stop it with Archon. I roll at 11. So we do. All right, good job, buddy.
There's nothing else worth doing.
Mystic Shield, I stopped. Arcane Bolts, nothing in range, really. Okay, yeah, so that's it for the magics. For movement, I believe we're there. Yes.
Yes, to the move.
The guts. They move forward.
Gonna give you the guts.
Yeah, I smell an unfortunate demise for Mr. Archon the Black. And then some skeletons will perish too. Boom, there they are. What about the wizard, who's holding the objective?
He's not gonna move yet. I gotta think about this. Yeah, I kind of don't want to have him go. I want to just sit there and keep getting the points.
Yeah, that makes sense. He gets
It's
3
going to
points.
propel me into a very good spot. I would love for him to go just murderize that necromancer because it's funny to me.
I don't even know if he'd be able to kill the neck. His attacks are so bad. He's so random, right?
He is pretty awful. I'll get him in a position I might be able to do a thing.
Yeah, you could charge the White King, maybe. Maybe.
These guys are going to go for a little run. Yeah! Woo. I needed that. Yeah.
Oh,
We caught up. Hey, guys!
still can't shoot.
Can't shoot or charge, but we're here now.
Yeah, well, turn 4 will be pretty bad.
Honestly, I'm just going to actually do this.
Hang out around the... Oh, like just to screen that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of moved it, but that's okay.
Well, so I can't use it if you kill him.
Well, but I might not kill him.
Right. You might not kill him. Okay.
He's going to go for a run. Goes an extra 3.
Are they abandoning their cauldron?
No. No, he's just going to kind of stand
Oh, he's
there.
going to screen that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Charge the clock.
Charge a clock. Yeah.
That's them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess I should declare these things, but I don't know. I feel like it's always kind of obvious.
7-inch charge on the Iron Guts right into Mr. Archon the Black. Let me tell you, folks, he's only got a 4-up save. And
Yeah.
Is that the...
Actually, these guys are going to kind of come back like this. Yeah.
Porqué?
Just for the pylon when it happens.
Okay, cool. Oh, I see. He's going to go... Yeah, sure. What is he charging now?
Nothing, because he's where he needs to be for them to get the extra pylon.
Got you. Okay, so that means impact hits on Archon, I guess? Or on skeletons.
Well, okay, let me actually check this. He's kind of a fat... Yeah, he's got a fat bottom. He will charge.
You can charge.
But I got to do the impact attacks first on Archon.
Right. All right, so we have... You rolled a
7.
7, yeah. 4-ups. We got 2. Okay. Deathless minions. We take 2. He's down to 9. All right, now we're going to charge this guy.
Yep. Bam!
Oh boy, 7. He's going to go to the other side of the fence, drag his cauldron up and over it.
Can I stay within 3?
Right, we're only going to do this if he can stay within 3 and get within... He has to get within half an inch of that guy, so it might be kind of hard. I don't know. The fence might be a nuisance.
Yeah, in fact,
Yeah, it's
nope, he can't make it.
Too hard to pull off there. The fence protects, so we're not going to bother with that charge. And we got Iron Guts to fight with.
Yeah, they get to pylon 6.
Yeah, they get a 6-inch pile.
I think I'm going to spend my command points here.
Oh,
too.
yeah, you should... Yeah, there's lots of cool things you can do there.
Let's just give them reroll hit rolls of 1 and wound rolls of 1. Yeah, scratch that. It's not the wound rolls, so just the hit rolls.
Which does remind me, though, that I had Bloodthirsty that I totally could have used on the graveyard, but I didn't need it. So that's, I still have Bloodthirsty in my pocket, which I don't think is going to be super important. But, you know, here we go. How are they piling in? Let's see.
Yeah. We'll do it like that. I got 4 guys swinging into him.
Yeah, 4 guys.
So we'll resolve that first.
Right, so we're going to have 4, 3, and then 3 in the White King?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, maybe I should have tried to Mortal Wound that White King. Hitting on 2s and Arcan.
Whew, 1 miss. That's right, all out attack, reroll. And then 3s, no, 4s to wound.
4s to wound.
My relic, doesn't matter, how many 3s? 2 3s, it helped. 7 wounding hits on Archon the Black, 5-up save. Oh, wow. He actually made 4 of those somehow. He's still within his range of death. Oh, he actually might live. 9-up, or 6-up. So he actually takes 3, he only takes 6 damage. He's got 3 wounds left. We'll put 3 remaining wounds on him. There's still some bites. There's 4 bites. 2 bites I can
2
get
bites.
him?
2s.
Rerolling
Rolling 1s.
I'm honestly surprised he's still
4s. No.
Okay.
Do the White King now. Yeah.
3s to hit.
Okay, that all
Or
works.
2s to hit, sorry, yeah.
2s to hit, yeah.
I forgot to get a bonus. 4s to wound. Got a 3 in there. He has a 4-up save after the rend. Oof, he's still going to take 9 damage there. So we got 6 and then 9. To make 5 of these. Oh, he makes 4. He's close. No, I would have had to make 6. He dies. We would technically resolve their attacks first, but I am going to move him for this. The banner will still affect the attacks in the skeletons, though.
Skeletons.
Smash and bony boys. 1 reroll. Okay,
nope.
sure. And 4 still. Oh, wow, that
That's
really affected.
such a big difference.
That's 6 dead skeletons. 2 of them make a deathless warrior, or sorry, deathless minion, so only 4 die. We'll pull 4 from... that's a good question. 4 from the back, I guess.
3 bites. Reroll. Force to wound. 2 bites.
No rend, so 5 ups. Make 1, and then a deathless minion. Lose another guy. Okay then, well, you're dead. And then I guess I get to retaliate. Well, that did like so much less damage than I thought it was going to do. What happened?
It's honestly the debuffs to wound are kind of a big deal.
Yeah, it's for sure. Jeez. All right, so they've piled in. And there are going to be 26 of them attacking. They have 3 attacks each right now because of their unit size. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s. So there's going to be 69 attacks, plus the champion. 70 attacks, here's the first 35. Hitting on 4s, they get +1 to hit for being near a wizard. Typically 5s with spears. Okay, 4s to wound with the follow. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds on the first volley. Second 35, 4s, and 4s. Oh, there we go. There's much more of them. Oh, wow. We got a lot more. We have Mystic Shield on, so it's going to be kind of hard to get through that save. So it's an extra 5, 10, 14 wounds. 19 saves in total, 4 ups.
Uh-oh.
We get to reroll the 1.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it didn't help. Oh, well, I'm killing a few of them. That's pretty good. Got a little bit above average on my rolls there on the second volley especially.
It's 1, 2,
Oh, 3
3
exactly.
dead.
Oh, 3 dead exactly. Okay, not bad. I'll take it. And then I get to attack with Archon the Black as well. He's got 3 attacks with his Mount's Ebon Claws on 4s. Oh, it's a good start. This one's usually pretty hard to connect with. There's the follow-up. Only 1 at Ren 2.
6 up.
Oh, there you go. 1 attack with Kenesh on a 4. Ooh, that one's done. And then Zephet Kar, I believe, is the other one, hits on a 4. And then 3 to wound with Ren of 1.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's what Archon's kind of well known for, doing nothing in close combat. Never get him in close combat. He's real bad. So that's pretty much it. What are they? Bravery 9 while feasting?
They go to Bravery 9, yeah.
Okay, so my banner does reduce them back to 8. They lost 3. Some could run.
I'll just...
You're gonna inspire them?
Inspire, yeah.
All right. 1 more command point, bringing it down to 1 to inspire them. And then for points, Josh has taken the lead, you know, mathematically. I cannot come back in it, but I'm going to see how many points I can get on my turn 3, 4, and 5, because Josh is gaining, what are you gaining? 3, 6 more points, putting you at 12 to my 0.
Yeah.
Well, it's turn 3 for the Legions of Nagash, so we're going to go ahead and... well, beginning of my turn, I have to start healing stuff. So you're going to heal them for D3, the gravesite. We're going to get back D3 skeletons, B2. I seem to only be missing 5, so I don't have to roll anymore. It's just, boom, ending there. I was kind of hoping he had the Bone Reaper keyword, but he does not. He can't target himself with his heal, so he's just going to target the skeletons. He can target up to 4 summonable units or friendly Bone Reaper units to heal them flat 3. I'm just going to bring back the rest of the skeletons with the Archon. It's going to go 1, 2, and 3. So we got the skeletons back up to a 40 squad. Not bad. And then we're going to go ahead and move some stuff. We're definitely going to have... Oh no, we got that... You know, I should probably finish the rest of my hero phase, all my spell casting. So Archon the Black only has +2 to cast right now, not +3 because he's bracketed. But he can still throw out 4 spells. And we have that guy within 6 of this still. And so he can cast out 2 spells too. So we're going to start him off with Overwhelming Dread, the Necromancer way in the back. We get it with a 6 because we're +1 to cast. I think it's a 6. Let me double check it. So that one does go off on a 5, but I got it with a 6.
We'll try to stop it here.
Makes sense. You do. So
No.
no
Do I
dread.
take a wound?
Oh yeah, maybe. No. Then we're gonna have Archon the Black pretty much cast the rest of the spells because my other wizards are dead. He is just gonna start off with Curse of Ears. Keep it nice and simple. Oh, he does get it with a +2, but it's not a good roll. So he gets +1 for himself and the Mortis engine.
I'll stop it. Try to stop it here.
Okay. Oh, dang.
Yeah. Do I?
Man, I'm having a hard time with magic this
Nope,
game.
he takes a wound.
He takes a wound, okay. And then he's going to cast Fading Vigor on those dudes there, reduces their attacks by 1, and they can only charge with 1d6. We do get that with a 12. So unless you have +1 to cast, you cannot get it.
Yeah, I mean, he does.
Right. Or sorry, +1 to unbind, which he does over there near the cauldron.
How many? He's got 2 more spells
Yeah,
coming?
he's got 2 more spells he can dish out.
Let's try to stop it. I got a double 6. Ooh. No.
Close, halfway there. So they are going to lose an attack on their profile. We're going to go down to 2 attacks.
I gotta
each.
see if the banner
Oh,
eats
the
it.
banner might eat it, that's right. No.
No.
Okay, so they do go down to 2 attacks. And then with his remaining 2 spells, he's going to cast Arcane Bolt twice, I think, because he's got nothing else to really do. So Arcane Bolt, the first, he gets it with a 9, which is not the big version, but it'll do 1 more wound to them if you want.
The banner.
Banner. Oh, okay.
Banner says no.
Second Arcane Bolt. He gets it for 1 more wound.
Did I use all my unbinds?
I'm not too sure. And no unbinds, so maybe the banner will eat it.
Yes.
Ah, it does not, so they take 1 mortal wound. That should be it for my hero phase. The guy way in there is going to take that wound. Then we're going to go ahead and... oh wait, I did not cast Van Hell's Dance. Oh man, forgot to cast Van Hell's... Well, I guess I can still cast it. He only cast Overwhelming Dread this turn. Okay, well, Van Hell's Dance. Got it with a 6 or a 7 even. Well, these skeletons sure put in a lot of work. Do I put it on the Black Knights so they get to pile in a fight twice? Nah, that makes the most sense to go on the skeletons. They'll get to pile in a fight twice. And that should be it for my hero phase. We're going to go on to movement now, where Archon and this Mortis engine are leaving. It's movement 7 on Archon, so we are going to go ahead. Oh, it's a tough call because I know where I want to go. I could keep him back here. I think I got to move Black Knights and stuff first. Let's see where he can go. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and run Archon. I kind of need to move him first. No, I'm going to move the Mortis engine first, just to get out of the way of the Black Knights. So we're going to have the Mortis engine end up about here. And then the Black Knights, same issue. He's kind of blocking a little bit. No, the Mortis engine is going to hang out back here more. Yeah, and then the Black Knights are going to move out that way. Then Archon the Black is going to run this way. Before moving the Black Knights, the Necromancer will move out of the way, get to the objective. And then they're going to do their 12-inch move in this direction. Ending up there, and then we're going to have Archon the Black run and retreat. All right, Archon, going to run you. Extra 6. It goes 13 inches. He's just getting out of their range. Archon the Black's actually going to go over there. We're going to use that gravesite to summon the Graveyard back over in that direction to charge in over there and try and deny points. And hopefully this can deal with the Iron Guts. And maybe this will help push back into or against the Ogre forces. That'll be the last thing I do in my movement phase, so he's going to use the gravesite to bring back the 20 Graveyard. They have to be more than 9 inches away from enemies, but wholly within 9 of the center of the marker. So I should be able to do it, no problem. There we go, 20 Graveguard, all wholly within 9 of the grave marker, more than 9 away from the enemies. I have no I might have 1 shooting attack over here. I put the Mortis engine here thinking Archon was actually going to go back here and summon over here, and then I ran high enough to be able to get over here away from the Lead Belcher, so that's kind of why this happened. We are then going to go ahead and see if we're in range to fire this thing at them to do a couple of mortal wounds, maybe. But I think I'm maybe even better off just not doing it and then getting more attacks with skeletons. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother. I know he has the capability of unleashing the Reliquary, but I just didn't feel like doing it that turn. It could have helped. It could have healed Archon. Probably better bet, but we'll save it for the next turn. See how this goes. Charging, we'll start with the Black Knights. They're going to roll an 11. Yikes, I kind of need that for the the Graveguard. But we'll take the 11 on the Black Knights. There, I am able to get a couple towards the Slaughtermaster.
Slaughtermaster.
And then we're going to have the Graveguard choose to charge. They needed a 9-inch charge to get to the Slaughtermaster. They're going to roll a 9. Oh, they make it into it as well. Okay, well that helps. Charging in like that, only a few of them really making contact, mostly the Seneschal. That's it for charging. We are going to fight first with skeletons. They get to pile in and fight twice this phase, so I got to move all these models again and throw a bunch of dice. Now they have 3 attacks each still, and they're +1 to hit because they're within 18 inches of a hero, be it Archon or the Necromancer. We have 82 attacks in total from the skeletons after they pile in. I should show that off. And we are attacking twice with this pool of dice. Forced hit because of the +1 to hit. And the forced wound is going to give me 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 wounds in the first volley. Second volley, 4s, mini spears, and forced to wound with another pretty good roll. I mean, the first one was pretty close to average. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So total of 24 wounding hits with the first pile-in attack of skeletons this round. Go 24. But they still have Mystic Shield though. 4s. We're rolling any 1s. A couple of 1s. Oh, 3 1s. 4 1s. Oh, wow. Does it help? Yes, somewhat. So we got 1 dead ogre, because he had 3 wounds. 2.5. All right, so I killed 2.5 ogres. So that guy stuck in there real deep is, dead. And then one of his buddies is going to die. And then who's going to take 2 wounds?
I think we'll put it on the boss man.
Boss man? Oh, it's the boss man there, gotcha. Okay. Well, you get to pick now to fight. Probably the guts, I assume.
I think the guts, because I just don't really want them to get wiped, and I don't think there's anything I can do about this here.
Right, and the guts are capable of really messing up the Black Knights, or the skeletons, whichever one they want to go for.
Yeah, it's going to be the Black Knights.
They have their +1 attack.
Oh, you get to swing again, though.
Yeah, the skeletons fight one more time. Into the Black Knights. Current buffs are +1 hit on them, and that should be it.
And -1 attacks, though.
No, I never got that off. I think you stopped it.
No, you get -1 attack on them, didn't you? Oh,
Josh is 100% correct on the Fading Vigor. They do reduce their attacks down to 2. Into the Black Knights.
yeah.
Oh,
They all hit?
Wow. Yeah, hitting on 2s. And I guess that's, yeah, 3s, because I don't have any negative modifiers anywhere nearby. You crushed him. So 1 more fail there, so that's 5, 8 wounds.
Nope.
8 6-ups. You probably just crushed them. I have no heroes nearby. Nothing within 6, I don't think. Never mind, the Necromancer back there is within 6. I was trying to do it for Archon, but like I didn't even notice him there. He's good though. 21 wounding hits on the Black Knights. So I ignore 3 of them, so 18. I have 1 Black Knight with 2 wounds remaining. Still got bites to resolve. I was probably going to be the Hell Knight there. We'll figure it out though. We got 4 bites to resolve? 5.
2s.
Okay, we got a miss.
Okay. 3s.
Okay.
No!
I'm just gonna keep the, the Hell Knight there, I suppose. So these guys are all dead. I don't need them to go for the Butcher because, well, I got the Graveguard over there.
Yeah, they're going to chop them up.
They should be able to chop them up, no problem. Well, I suppose these guys in the end cost me a command point and they distracted against my skeletons getting crushed again. We're gonna go with the Graveguard attacking this dude. Pile in around him and there's 14 able to swing. I'm not gonna do Bloodthirsty here. So 3s to hit, 3s to wound, 6s are 2. We have 5.
Oh, jeez.
5 6s that are 2 damage apiece. And then the rest are just single damage wounding hits.
Look for 6s to save. Yeah.
Oh, he takes 6. How many
He's
wounds?
got 1 left.
All right, then that's 8 more saves at 6 up.
Oh, no.
Okay. 8 more saves at 6 up. He's got to make all of them.
Bam!
Oh, he tried. He does get cut down by the Graveguard, though.
That's sad.
It's good for me. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna win the game of attrition 100%. This army is. It's always a race to fight against the Death Army or Legion of Nagash army. But Josh has got a good point lead. Then I get to fight with. I'll just do the skeletons again. They're just gonna pile in a fight. They're gonna declare Bloodthirsty. They get to reroll all wound rolls this time. Okay, so they piled in this time. We are done with the movement trays. A lot of them are attacking. In fact, I haven't counted yet. That would be 29 attacks. So it's going to be 88 after everything is said and done. Because they have 3 attacks each. 4s to hit. 4s to wound. With the reroll because the Bloodthirsty. And that helps quite a bit. So it's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 on the first volley. Second volley. Wounding on 4s, and I'll get a reroll on this. The reroll, quite a bit of extra wounds. That's 6 more wounds on that. So 18 plus another 5, 10, 15. Okay, 36 wounds in total. 18 both times. Still a lot of wounds to chew through, but this is a lot of saves. And Josh gets to reroll 1s. The reroll, Mystic Shield, saving 3 more of them. I don't think I killed them, or maybe, I don't know, it's tough to tell. So there's one with 2. There's also a guy with 2 wounds.
Okay, so 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I got him. That's it. That's all 5 of them. I killed them
5.
just because the rest are all saves. There's 5 there, yeah.
Oh, gee, skeleton's OP.
Yeah, skeletons are pretty OP, especially when they get, well, I don't know, I think they are very good, especially when they come back, right? The only reason this is all happening is because somehow Archon the Black survived.
Yeah.
When he had no reason to survive. I guess I still have the Black Knight attacking afterwards, but he's done. He's not going to do anything. That's it for attacks. I do owe Josh a battle shock check on that Black Knight, though. He did lose 9 guys. Yeah, he's out of here. That's an 11. Bloop. Well then, I actually get a victory point. I'm in the game. I feel good. Feels really good. That is the end of the 3rd battle round. Rolling off for the 4th battle round. A 4? Yikes! Dang, that could have been huge for me if I got it.
I guess I'll take it.
Yeah, that makes the most sense. So it's going to be turn 4 for the Ogres. All right.
Casting time.
You got 2 command points now, too.
Blood Feast.
On them. I'm too far away to stop it. You get
Get
it.
it.
That's +1 attack.
Yes. And then I'm going to go cracking some ribs.
Ooh.
And see who I got to cast it from, though.
Ah, yes.
No, not him. So it's going to have to be him there.
Okay, cracking ribs. 6?
I don't even think that's enough. Nope, nope.
Okay.
Nope.
This guy might actually take a wound.
Oh, yeah, I got to see.
He's okay.
Yeah.
And then...
we'll throw... I think that's kind of out of the wrong order. He'll try to throw the Mystic Shield on them.
Sure, yeah, that's fine. Nope, okay.
Cool.
Sure.
Cool. Sure. Arcane Bolt. Yeah, zap.
I'll try and stop that with Archon, I guess. No, we'll do it with the Necromancer. He's probably within 30. No bonuses. You get it. A Mortal Wound. I have no heroes nearby, so...
Take that, nerds.
That nerd is dead.
And then, again, incorrectly jumping around all over the place. He'll go for the... I can't remember what the Maw spell is.
Voracious Maw.
Give him the bite.
No, double ones. All right, he might... Oh, is it only when he casts lores from the spells?
No, it's any spell.
Oh, it's any spell. Okay, so on a 2-up, he heals that wound. Because he did the Arcane Bolt, then he might... Oh, he failed the spell. That's right. Okay, well, that's it for the hero phase. We're on a movement. Where I assume they're just going to shoot twice.
Yeah, they're going to double up their shots and...
Or sorry, double D6 shots instead of D3.
These hefty boys are
We'll smash.
moving into charge range.
Yeah. There was a little bit of hope here. I don't know, I didn't want to do the math on it, but if I had gotten a double turn, there might have been a little bit of hope for me here. But I would have had to risk Archon. He would have had to go on the objective. And then he would have got shot by them, so not ideal. But maybe they'd be dead. Who knows? Skeletons.
How many shots into the Graveguard?
46. Some. Pretty good. 15 shots.
Forced to hit him. 3s to wound you.
With a rend of 1, right?
Yes, correct.
5 of them. I got 6 up armor. I make 1, 4 die, because I do not have a hero nearby. I'm going to pull... I'll lose some of my stuff from the front. Charging.
Glutton charge.
7. Good enough.
Rogers.
Ooh, we eat bones.
If I had been smarter, I could have moved him up in such a way that maybe I wouldn't have gotten in the way of the charge, but I was worried about being in the way of the charge, and I'm up enough on points that I'm not super worried about that right now.
Okie dokie. I assume that's the only charge because that looks like a death sentence for them charging skeletons. Well, it's a death sentence for, not a death sentence for these guys, but they'll take a big hit if these guys swing first. So we got these guys with an extra attack coming at me.
The impact attack.
Oh, impact hits first, of course.
None. Very good.
Okay, very good. I agree. Bring on the dice.
Trees to hit.
Ooh.
Wounding.
On 3s?
Yeah.
No rend on these guys though, right?
No.
5 up saves. No rend. We make, pretty close to average. We got 3 of them. That
2 damage
means,
apiece.
That means 18 of them are dead. That means you got the squad. No need for the bites. So that should be 16 are dead. That makes more sense. That's still all of them dead because I only have 15 in the unit. Under models, I have organized, deployed, taken off the table, organized, redeployed them, charged them, moved them, taken them off the table, put them back on the table again. It's a very high number, folks. And then that there is all she wrote.
Points.
Points, 4 of them. Actually, pretty good. You're at 16, I'm at 1. I'm gonna gain my command point, I'm gonna go back up to 1. You all know what I'm gonna use that for. You'll see in a moment. Here's a tip, it's Graveguard. Again, I'm gonna put 20 more models back on the table. And we're gonna calculate the amount of points those, the Iron Guts killed.
Well, we can do it now because they're dead.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, so the Iron Guts, let's do it right now. Let's do this. You killed 40 skeletons, you killed 20 Graveguard, you killed, I'm gonna say 20 Black Knights because they did kill them twice, and you killed 10 dogs as well.
Okay, we gotta figure out the point. We need the points of all these things.
Oh, I can do that right now. Okay. It's way worse than I thought it was. So
Okay, well, now you keep in mind, you can keep bringing the, like, you gotta bake into the point, like, account that they have a baked-in cost for them being able to come back and all that.
100%.
But we just strictly looked at how many points the Iron Guts were able to kill and/or tank. It's 1710.
yeah, 1,710 points. The things the Iron Guts alone killed.
But there's 660 points.
There's 660 points of pure killing, and the amount of models I have picked up, moved, put back down, redeployed, charged, about 100. It's the 40 skeletons, Graveguard twice for 80, and then the Black Knights came back once for 10 of them.
That's how many models I handle in like 4 of my games.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the stuff, man. Like, oh, okay. So here we go. In the hero phase, we're going to cast some spells. We are going to start off with Von Hell's Dance Macabre from that Necromancer, targeting... targeting these skeletons. So we get a +1 because we are near the Mortis engine.
Will you stop?
I've got a 9. Got a 9. So
You got a 9?
I did.
I really need that to not...
Is he in range or no?
No.
So it's that guy. No bonuses. Looking for
I have to show a
10. A 10. I guess he needs to show
What?
a 10. I don't know if you want to. I got a lot more spells coming too. Like he's
no, that's fine. You have that.
Nice.
Fine, go for it. Go for it.
They get to pile
Don't
in
even
and fight
care.
twice. All right, he's gonna overwhelming dread the gluttons. We get it with a 6 because of the +1.
Try to stop that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, no overwhelming
Yeah.
dread. Oh,
Yeah.
and he's okay. So is this guy within 30 of Archon?
Probably.
Probably. It looks like it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Archon's got his. He can only cast 3 spells right now because he's too far away from the Mortis engine.
I can only stop one.
Oh, you know what? Before I cast with him, I am going to pop the Reliquary now. It's just anytime in your hero phase. I roll. I should have popped it last turn. I know this. I'm learning. I'm getting back into it. I was trying to hope for a more clutch point, but this is. It's just going to be. This is as good as it's going to get because we're about to go to battle round 5. So I roll 4d6. Every death unit within this range gets to heal D3 wounds. And every non-death unit suffers D3 wounds. Doesn't matter if it's friendly or not. I'm looking for, I think it's a 12, so the average is 14. I'm going to get 14. Hey, nice. That does not hit the Gluttons, but it does hit Archon, so that's all I cared about. He is at 3 wounds. He's going to go up to 6.
No.
Nice. That does give him some of his bonuses back. So all that really does for Archon is it gives him a little bit more attacks with his mount, and he now does get +1 to unbind again. So that will maybe help on the 5th battle round, unless I get a double turn. That's obviously a once per game ability from the Reliquary. We are then going to go ahead and cast his 3 spells. We're going to start with Curse of Years, because why not? We get a bonus to this. We get a 9. This is a super gimmicky for fun spell, but it can be huge. Like they could now
Yeah,
be
no, go for it.
They could now just be dead. But you never know. Let's see how quickly the ogres get old. Every 6 up. Okay. That's 5 mortal wounds so far. 5 ups? Okay, that's only 3 mortal wounds. So now I'm at a 4 up. Okay, only 3 mortal wounds. Could have gotten much worse.
Wait, no, how many did you roll on the first one? 5?
Yeah, but then I rolled only 1 5 up afterwards.
So that's 6.
Oh yeah, 6. So 6 mortal wounds. Yeah, 6 mortal wounds. That's right.
Yeah,
that
what
makes
are
more
you-
sense. Bad at math. That's what I am. They're gonna kill an ogre, and one's gonna take 2 wounds. I'm okay with 6. You know what? 6 mortal wounds. That's a heck of a spell. There we go.
That's pretty good.
Could have killed them all. We got the once. It's only ever worked for me twice. Both times against Kenny, and he quit both times.
Well, no, you did it to. No, maybe somebody else did.
Okay, I only remember.
I've had it done to me a couple times, but that was back when it was just delete.
It was but ones didn't always fail.
Because I think somebody got my Frost Lord once.
Ooh, that sucks.
Yeah, that might have been Sam or Alex or somebody.
You got
That might have
old.
been Alex.
That sounds like an Alex thing. Because he played Legions of Nagash
Yeah.
with Nagash a lot.
Well, that was yeah. That may have just been. I don't know. Maybe it was him. Maybe it was somebody else. I can't remember.
Okay. Huh. Well, all I know is it's worked for me twice. One time, Kenny was playing Khorne, and I killed his 30 bloodletters, and then he quit. And then the other time, I can't remember the other one very well, but he quit again because it was like another big dumb. He liked the big dumb units, right? Like like imagine losing 660 points of Iron Guts because they got old in one turn.
Yeah, you are a thief of joy. You know that?
That's not my fault. That's what he does.
That's not my fault.
That is not my fault. All right, he's gonna go ahead and cast Fading Vigor to reduce their attacks. And yep,
Oh!
that's a 12. So he can stop it on a double 6 because he gets +1.
Did I do him yet?
No, because he did him. He did Overwhelming Dread. He stopped Overwhelming Dread. So he's the only. This guy's
This is -1 attack.
-1 to their attack. Yes.
No, you keep it.
Okay, so also they only roll 1d6 when they charge. I don't.
Yeah,
that,
whatever.
yeah, that part. Oh wait. Okay, because I got the locus off here, I get to do it twice. I can't. It's minimum 1.
Let's
It's
try.
minimum 1. They have 2 attacks each, right?
Yeah. Oh no, 3 attacks each.
Oh, okay, so I will definitely target them twice with that, unless you stop it. Yeah.
No.
Okay, so they get Fading Vigor twice, so they lose 2 attacks down to a minimum 1. They can barely lift their weapons. All right, Archon the Black is going to cast 1 more spell.
Why didn't he die to Iron Guts?
I don't know. The game would have been super over by now. Like, score-wise, Josh still going to win the game probably.
Well, because we were like, We know that score-wise, I probably got this. We haven't fully mathed it out.
But I'm going to table it, Josh.
We're going to play it as if it were a tournament, and we
Right.
keep going. But at this point, if I was in a tournament, I'd be like, no, man, I want to go get French fries or something. Like,
Please.
stop. Like, just quit.
Just quit. This army takes...
So many dice.
This army will always win. As long as you have your general and command points, this will always win the war of attrition. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
because your opponent won't stand for that long.
Imagine if you weren't winning the game right now.
Oh, I would be furious.
Okay, so they're very weak. He's gonna cast Arcane Bolt, methinks. Why not? Bam. Yeah, we got the big version. So it's D3 mortal wounds on them. That kills that ogre. Boom. Bam. And oh, by the way, for line of sight, I can see because I got fly, I see over woods. There was no healing to be done because that's a 40-man brick of skeletons. Interesting.
Better go get another 20 models and put it back on the table. Oh, no, that's the end of the movement, isn't it?
Yeah, I got to go ahead and do move now. So he's going to stay near that objective. I'll move the Necromancer a little bit, but mostly these guys are going to come in this direction, and the Skeletons are going to move a little bit too. We're going to have Archons the Black. He's kind of thin and narrow. He's going to fly. Well, something like that. I'll fix it properly. Okay, so we're going to keep Archon there. He's about 3 inches away. Necromancer hanging around the objective still, and then the Mortis Engine is going to come over this way too, but just to kind of support Archon and this guy too. So we're going to have the Mortis Engine. Not too concerned with it. We are going to be able to utilize his weird shooting attack thing, missile weapon. Maybe I'll do some mortal wounds to them too. So it should be within 6. Within 6, maybe? Yeah, that's his max move there anyways. Now the Skeletons are going to go ahead and shamble. Or, yeah, shamble, maybe. So what skeletons? Zombies shamble. What do skeletons do? Rattle?
Rattle. Yeah, they're going to rattle up the board!
That's where they end up. I'm not too concerned with lead belchers. What are they going to do? Shoot me with lead?
They're going to belch it at you.
You're going to belch at me. We're going to go ahead and start shooting.
No, sir. You're not.
Ooh, okay, what are we going to do?
It's the end of your movement phase.
It is the end of my... Oh, yes, thank you. That's right. Let's bring back some Graveyard. I don't even want to. Okay, we're going to spend a command point. We're going to bring Graveguard back at that gravesite right there, more than 9 away from them, wholly within 9 of the gravesite. We'll show you what it looks like. Let's just throw down another 20 models. So here they are, 20 freaking Graveguard right there. More than 9 away, wholly within 9 of the grave marker. It's time to shoot. The Reliquary, or the Mortis Engine, the Banshees, the Spooky Ghosts are going to attack the Ogars. Now, what is the bravery of the Ogars?
Do you get any penalties on me right now?
Yes, my banner. You're within 6 of my banner, so -1.
That's, I think, like 5.
Okay, so you are going to take D3. It's either equal to or higher than. That is both.
Yeah.
And you take 3.
No.
Spirit gets you. Alright, we're going to go on a charging. We're going to start with Archon the Black charging those dudes there, or just charging in general. Hopefully getting a 6 there should be good-ish. I got to figure out something, though. Fortunately, has to go to this Ogre to claim control of the objective, so I'm going to go try and finagle that, reach the other side of the table. Okay, so that is now my objective in the middle. A little too late, but it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and charge with the Graveguard. Please do not roll a 9. Thank you.
That's fair. You know what? I get that energy, man. Like, to watch you go over and move them again through the trees.
I'm going to have to move them through those trees again. A lot of you these are good enough to do it. Like, okay, now to be fair, if the Graveguard did charge in, I would be happy with that because then they would just charge them. So we're going to declare a charge with the Skeletons. They're going to take a 6 instead with their Musician. So that's where they end up charging. I just decided to commit over here too because why not? I'm going to have them, most of the guys who weren't going to be able to make it to them to go 6 inches in this direction towards them, and then those who were going to make it to them went into them. And they get to fight twice, so hopefully they go in and they're already pretty neutered, but take them out, and then that way I can do the second pile in towards like him and these guys over here and then mess them up a little bit too. So we're going to fight first with the Skeletons, and we're going to go ahead and pile them in. I don't need to pile any of them in because that's like the maximum amount of attacks I can already get, essentially. It's always a struggle trying to figure out who's the closest to which model, so this is what they look like after piling in. I'll resolve this attack first, and then that attack over there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys within 2 inches to attack with their spears. That's going to be 24 attacks. Force to hit. Force to wound. Going to do 4 wounding hits.
Get a 5-up save. Ah!
Ooh, I almost kill one. One's down to 1 wound. I'll get you next time. You'll go down to 1 wound, and then the remaining attacks over here. 22 of them attacking for a total of 67 attacks because the champion's over there. Here we go. 33 out of 67. Force. And bam. Fours. So the first volley, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wounding hits. 34 attacks. Fours to hit. And an extra 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 wounds. Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, 9 wounds.
5s.
But they got the fist! So every 6 is good. Okay, well, they're getting messed up by skeletons, that's for sure.
3 mortal wounds.
So I take 3 mortal wounds, and so one guy has 1 wound on him.
Yeah, so dead. Dead.
2,
Dead.
3, 4. Oh, they're dead. I got them.
Oh, no!
I got them all. No smacking Archon for you. So that is them all done attacking. Now these lead belchers get to fight.
I guess we'll go. No, that's gonna be a problem in a second.
Is that gonna be? Oh yeah, that's gonna be a hot problem soon.
No, you know what? You're gonna.
Oh, you think I'm gonna kill 2 of them?
Yeah, you're gonna kill 2 of them. It's
For
fine.
sure, I'll kill 2 of them. You know what? Even if I don't, 2 are gonna die anyways. So
Yeah.
what does it matter?
Give them the clubs, boys.
3s, I assume.
Yeah.
These guys have rend though. Are they 2 damage or 1 damage each?
They're 2 damage each.
Okay,
But
these
they're
are-
less attacks.
Oh, they're less attacks.
They're 1 less attack apiece.
All right, 4 wounds, no save. 2 damage each. That's 8 damage. Noms.
Noms.
2 misses. And 2 wounds or 1 wound.
2.
2 wounds. All right, these ones I do get 5 ups against, which I'll make 1 of, and then that will go into the pool of the deathless minions I got to roll. I will ignore 2 of those, which will be 6, 7 dead. 7 dead skeletons. I'm gonna make it 7 from the back, I suppose. These guys over here attack, yet they die. What a wild concept. For the Legion of Sacrament rule, we're gonna say Josh pulled that model right there as the last one, so I don't get to bring anything back. Had he pulled like that guy last, then like maybe I would have brought a model back. Then he's within 9 of it anyways too, so there's a lot of restrictions on that one. That one doesn't come up a lot. It's mostly just the fact that you get to bring Archon is the reason you play Sacrament. And 1 more dies this day. You know what? A banner feels like dying today. I don't really have a lot of those. I'm gonna pull you instead. And then we get to pick them to fight again, so we're gonna pile them in. Some of them have to go that way, and that's it. All right, so they pile in over there, making a line screen Archon, and we got a bunch of attacks over here into lead belchers. Maybe we'll kill 2. 16 of them are attacking. The champion is not over here, so that's gonna be 48 attacks. 4s to hit. I'm gonna re-roll that one. I don't like it.
I'll let you keep it if you want.
I know, I appreciate it. Oh, it's a miss. What a shame. This is the first half. This is the first.
What a nerd.
This is the first 24. 4s to wound. Okay, we got some wounds. 5, 6, 7 wounds so far. And then the second volley, I dropped a die. I'm gonna have to pick that up. There's that 1. Oh, it didn't work. That time it didn't work in my favor. That was not the best roll. That's not so bad. That's 5. 4 wounding hits. 4 more wounding hits. And I just remembered I owe Josh 3 deathless minions from the Iron Fist from the guts earlier. 2 more guys die. Oh no. Oh no. How could they?
5 up saves, buddy. Look.
Oh boy, I definitely killed them. I didn't kill them, but I hurt them. So that one guy's dead.
1 guy's dead.
Oh, I definitely.
Next guy's dead. Oh, yep. You're very efficient in killing them off perfectly.
Right. I mean, so are you when you kill my stuff.
Well, no, I tend to overkill, don't I?
You grossly overkilled them. But hey, I never have to worry.
That's what I mean. Like you're efficient. You kill exactly. You kill whole ogres more often than not, which is why my pot's never been
It
empty.
hasn't been emptied yet. The one time he didn't need to because he healed it with his weird butcher claw things.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. Okay, no, he technically gets to pile in because he charged, so he's going to pile in there to guarantee that I'm within 3, because it was a little sketch before, but my plan was they were going to wipe them out, then he would just pile in and get it. So that's a type of move. He gains control of that objective. I still have control of that objective. This guy might have to do a battle shock check. He's
On a 6, hopefully.
8, yeah, okay, so he's currently 8. He's sticking around because he rolled an 8, technically, with the 3. Oh! Where's my banner? Do I have a banner?
It's way over here.
No. Where's all my banners? This one should have 2. Trevor, why? Where are they? I think I left it in the box somewhere. I don't have a banner.
What are you yelling at Trevor for? Trevor, I didn't bring the model I was supposed to bring that you have.
Dang it, there's only the 1 banner over there. Oh, well, you're safe for now. I at some point and somehow lost 9 of my skeletons.
Well, like, I did swing at them.
It's true, yeah, that's right. I guess I lost a lot over there. So I'm currently Bravery 13. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, spaz. So that's 15 I rolled. So I lose 2.
Oh, it sucks to suck.
It really does suck. Here we go, lose those guys. Well, okay, I get 3 points this turn. I get 2 for holding that for 2 turns and 1 for holding that for, I'm at 4 points. You're 16.
You're getting there. You're getting there.
Are you ready for the 5th battle round?
Yep.
Come on, just let me get the double turn. No! No! All right, Ogres, you get a turn. I get +1 to unbind now.
Oh no, I guess I can't move yet. Let's start.
Yes, 3 command points.
Some spells.
Spiels, where are we going first? He got three butchers.
Does have the exact same spell loadout. I did not anticipate this. I could have done this differently. I also realized, like, whatever, like, he should have been the one that went forward.
Yeah, because he had the
right now,
relic.
he could have done that, you know, kill half the skeletons.
Yeah, 100%. He's got the weird
The dank hold spores.
Yeah, he's got the bad spores. Okay, well, what's your plan, Mr. Ogre Man? You've got 4 ogres left.
Let's try to give... I think they got Rib Cracker on them. Is that the second spell that they've got? We go here. We're gonna Rib Cracker these guys. Let's crack those ribs.
Crack ribs.
Oh, buddy, that's a 9 effective.
That's a 9? All right, well, I get +1 with Archon, so that's also a 9, which is not good enough.
Woo!
So you get Rib... Oh, their 6-up save is now a 7-up save.
Embarrassing. He'll also try to Arcane Bolt them.
Woohoo!
Actually, you know what? We'll try to Arcane Bolt the big man.
Big guy. Oh, wow, I get the big version of it, eh? That's 11. Huh. I'll try and stop it. I don't. All right, D3 mortal wounds at Archon. 1, he's got Deathless Minions. He takes 1, he's down to 5. Got 1 more Unbind on Archon, and the Necromancer back there could get one of his spells.
He'll go, and he'll try to Blood Feast. Nope, didn't work.
Okay, he fails. He's got 1 more spell in him.
I guess... He'll, what have I not done? Mystic Shield him.
That's right. I'm thinking in my head, I'm waiting for you to Arcane Bolt. You
Didn't I Arcane Bolt back here?
You did, but I forgot that Archon breaks that rule and he can keep doing it.
Oh,
that's why I'm like, why aren't you just Arcane Bolt, Arcane Bolt?
I would have machine gunned it. If
yeah,
I
you
could.
100%. You just machine gun it for Archon. That's right. Okay, yeah. That's a fail.
fail.
You need 6 for that.
I guess he'll have to be the one.
Do you have
I should have. Yeah. Okay, he'll do the Crazy Moss spell.
Crazy Moss spell coming up. Ooh, it's a 7. Archon's got 1 last. This is what I was saving it for. Ooh, a fail. What's the range of it?
It's 18, I think.
Oh, okay. You're probably in range, actually.
I guess we're just going to say he cast. I don't feel bad at this point. I should have measured it before and did my spells.
Not in range at all. So he's going to cast it first.
Sure. Somebody's you know what? Like, for the person that's complaining right now, I apologize. For the other 99% of people, like, we're just having fun.
Yeah, 100% at this point.
D3 mortal wounds.
Oh,
3.
Is this Archon?
Yeah.
Oh, yikes. Let me see if I ignore these. Okay, he's got 3 left. He takes them. He ignores
3
1.
left.
All right, on a 4-up. Okay,
No!
good. Yes, Archon perseveres. Beautiful. All right, Mr. Magic Man, what are you going to do now?
I think we're all just going to run away.
Yeah, okay, it's fair. I'll hunt you down, though. I'll get you. Unless you run. Because I guess you move 8 on everyone, eh? Yikes, that's going to be hard to catch.
So he's going to go for a run?
Running. Josh just doesn't want to get tabled.
He's going to spend a command point on himself?
He's going to go 6 instead. Okay, so he goes 14 inches.
Yep.
Fritz, we just wanted to see you, Fritz. Right.
Oh, I'm spending my last command point.
I have you at 2 left still, because you gained 1 this turn. Oh, you can...
Whatever.
There we go. He goes 14 inches as well. Right to the gates. Please, let me in. Let me in.
Let me in. Bang, 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 bang.
Bang, 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 bang. Nice. Or you're gonna make sure you keep
I want the points. Give me the points.
Oh, I'm gonna get him so bad. And never mind, he's not within 20. I was gonna extend my range of my spells by 6 inches and perseveres him. and then if that failed, it was Arcane Bolt, Arcane Bolt, Arcane Bolt. I was gonna kill him for sure.
That's so sad. It's my shooting phase.
Okay. Oh yeah, he shoots. Oh, 6 shots, skeletons.
Forced to hit.
Not bad. Average. I have no save against this. 1 kills 1. 6 up. Yeah, it kills 1. Kills 1 real good. There you go. You're dead. There you go. I could have totally piled in and killed him. What am I doing? We're gonna lose the banner so we can reanimate it somewhere more useful.
Swinging. 4s. Oh, 3s. Oh.
I don't get a stat. I don't know why I'm
2
rolling.
damage.
Oh, that's my first Deathless Minion fail. There we go. 2 guys die. You guys die. There we go. Oh no, my tree.
I'll bite you. Bite you.
Bite. Ooh, I actually get a 6-up save against that because I get +1 to my save. And nope, another one dies. Another one dies. There we go. I'm gonna pile in over here and fight with these skeletons. Would you like me to roll the dice?
Just to punish you, I kind of
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'll do it.
No, that's fine. No,
I'll 100% do it. I'll roll dice. I'll roll dice all day. I've already rolled probably thousands of dice this game.
No, that's okay. It's like with the robots. Like, I'll deny this.
Whew. Okay, we did it. We pile in a little bit too. I know I can move forward and catch him. I have to pile in this way, so I'm gonna go like this, and this. I'll show you where they end up. All right, the line moves forward, and then Josh gains, I think, 5 victory points.
Yeah.
No, 4. Is it 4?
No, I think I've held it every turn, right?
I think. Did you hold the turn 1? No, you did. You ran to it right away. Because I went first. That's right. Because I went first. You went to it, got 1 point, so that's worth 5 victory points. Just at like 21. Stuff. Okay, we're gonna go on to my turn 5. Okay, so I have 1 goal left. I'm gonna kill that guy. That guy dies this day. I'm gonna show you Legions of Nagash jank to get him dead. Watch this. You guys are gonna wonder how I'm gonna get him. Josh left the room to go get a chair as I do this. So I'm gonna go ahead, and this gravesite is gonna heal D3 skeleton warriors. We're gonna get back 3. I don't know if it's really worth doing, but we're gonna put you there, and you there, just to get us in range of that one. And then we're gonna put this guy. We have to put him backwards. We're gonna put you there. And then that gravesite's gonna target them. We're gonna get back 1. This one is gonna come back about there. We're trying to get within 18 inches of that necromancer. Josh has assumed full I'm done pose.
Yep, this is how you play against Legions.
Yeah, 100%. I am exhausted. With that skeleton placement, we're in range of the necromancer for the purpose of Von Hell's Dance Macabre. And then that gravesite is gonna target them, and we're gonna get back 1. He's just gonna go forward, and then that one is gonna target them and get 3. So I'm gonna put 4 going in that direction. You cannot escape death. You cannot escape death. Butcher, we'll get you. And then he automatically heals them 3, so I'm gonna put 3 more back on there. 1, 2, 3. You thought you escaped me with your 14-inch move. I'll have you know the banner's over here now. Also, at the beginning of my hero phase, the command point I had to use on the first of the Mortarks to increase the range of his spells by 6 inches. I was really hoping to catch him with Curse of Years as he's banging on the gate. Please let me in. But I can't. He's too far away, so I'm going to Curse of Years that guy. All right. I'm back down to +1 again. Bonus. That is an 8. Because I think I'm more than 6 away from that. He can unbind, though. No.
No!
I got +1. So, Curse of Years. Going to see if that Butcher gets old. Curse of Years. Okay, we got a couple mortal wounds on him. Not bad. And then these trigger on 5s. Okay, just 2 mortal wounds on him. Brings him down to 5, I think. Yeah, he's down to 5. Okay. And then we're going to Arcane Bolt. We got it with the big version because it got +1. Would you like to try and stop it?
Sure. No.
No. Okay, no. You're going to take 2 mortal wounds. He's down to 3. We're then going to Arcane Bolt. We fail. I was like, do I get +2? No, I didn't get +1. We're going to cast Von Hell's Dance Macabre on the skeletons. No way to stop it.
Feels bad, man.
Feels bad. Okay, well, we're going to go into the movement phase. We're going to move these skeletons now. Yeah, that's all I'm going to go ahead and move. The rest is inconsequential. We charge now.
You moved them all.
Yeah, no, I mean like the rest of them. The
I
graveyard.
the rest of the skeletons. I'm
No.
I had to sit here and watch you move them.
1 at a time, except for like 2 at the end. Now the Graveguard are not going to move. Nothing else is going to move. Everything is perfectly happy where it is. We stopped the Ogre threat, but we did not protect the places of arcane power. We rolled a 5. Our musician says we're going to take a 6 instead. Well, we've piled in. We've only got 5 attacking, but that's 15 attacks.
Do I still got a command point?
I think so. All the defense.
Reroll save. Yep.
There you go. All right,
Yep.
nice. Oh, and by the way, the champion's over there now too because I resurrected him earlier.
No.
So we got 16 attacks. 4s.
Isn't that one few?
Okay,
few attacks?
I am a cheater, and I lied when I said the champion was there. He's like, which was the champion? I'm like, all right, fine, you copy. I didn't actually kill I didn't actually kill the champion random because that'd be a smart play. That would be a smart play. I didn't actually do that. So here's the wounds. 3 wounds, and they get to reroll 1s. I'm not gonna get them, guys.
5 up rerolling 1s.
Oh, he lives.
Feels bad, man.
Oh, he lives. He's got 1 wound left. No, I couldn't even catch him. I was so close. Come on, 1 more Arcane Bolt, Archon. Why did you fail me? No.
Let me just give you the cleaver.
Cleaver.
Leave it to cleaver. Yeah, 3's to hit, 3's to wound.
Ren 2.
Ren 2, 2 damage.
4 damage.
Bite you. 3's.
Okay. I get a save against that, which is not that because I think they're rib cracked right now. They're rib cracked right now, so that's 1 more damage.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not within 6 of a hero, so I'm just kind of rolling for the sake of rolling. That guy is definitely not part of you. There we go. Over there. No, he's within 6, but I failed all the rolls anyway, so it doesn't matter. I lose 5 guys. Oh, no! cannot fail Battle Shock.
That's fair.
I get 3, 5, so 3 for holding that one for...
And then 2 more for
and
that.
then 2 more for over here. That is it, Josh. We've done it.
So, final score?
Oh, boy. So, 12, 17, 22. Okay, you're at 22. I'm at 9.
22? Shouldn't it be 21?
21? I don't know. 9?
I feel like it's 21.
It is 21, because 9 plus 12 is 21. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Math.
Yeah, you got 21 to my 9. You crushed me. So, this was one of the first games where we decided, you know what? Screw the score. It doesn't matter. Let's just play till turn 5 no matter what.
Well, yeah, because I think there's been so many circumstances where, like, I think there was one. Oh no, I think there was one against Steve and one against Matt, where they're both like, "Cool, it's a tie," and I'm like, "No, I think I can win."
Right.
And both those cases, I won.
Right. Yeah, exactly that. Thanks for watching that video, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Don't forget, paired with it is another 2,000-point game of Age of Sigmar between Josh and Luka. Josh is going to field the Sons of Behemoth to go up against Luka and the Flesh Eater Courts. Not running one of the royal courts, picking a delusion instead, and trying something different out. If you're not a Vault member and you want to check out this game and see how it goes, click on the link down below to get yourself a 7-day free trial to the MiniWarGaming Vault, where you'll get access to that video, as well as all of the other Age of Sigmar content we've already produced and the other videos to come. Thanks again for watching, and happy wargaming. So we might as well jump into a post game then.
Yeah, so we playing out the full thing. Yeah, just kind of it makes sense, and I think that's probably like I had so few models. Like the turns are going to go quick. Your turns, on the other hand, you bring these armies.
Yeah, exactly. My turns, yeah. So the problem with this army is it does take my turns were much longer than Josh's were. I have a lot more models to move around. I won the War of Attrition. This is one of those games where I lost the game, but I don't quite feel like the loser. I know I lost mechanically.
It's still a solid game. Yeah.
Now I do know about the errors I made early on. I should have kept I think for the most part, other than a few minor errors here and there that we always typically forget about here, you know, everyone does it. Black Knights should have moved from here to here, stayed out of the Lead Belchers range, so they were like safe-ish around here, and stayed out of the threat range of the Iron Guts. But heck, if the Iron Guts came over here for them, I'd be fine with that too. And then I should have ran with the dogs forward, made that line, kept that line, and then if Josh got a double turn, I tried with the other dogs, they only ran to about there though. Ideally in a perfect world, I should have deployed better to have the dogs do one screen, and then to have the other dogs act as a second screen in case there was an Ogre double turn. And that way the Iron Guts could have never hit my skeletons, and my Black Knights, and then my skeletons could have charged, my Black Knights could have gone over here to kill whatever character went for this, because I knew Josh was going to put a character over here, yet I chose to charge the Black Knights in first, and I got a little blindsided by impetuous ambition, I will say.
Yeah, I mean, you were hoping to kill more guts, but I mean, they were 4-up save.
Yeah, I was hoping to kill 3. I killed 2. I'm actually not that disappointed with it. I clued into my error when I remembered my Black Knight shield only gives me a bonus. In my head, I thought they had a 4-up save base. So I'm thinking, okay, I got a 5-up save on my Black Knights. They're going to serve the purpose the dogs were going to serve by holding the guts up for a turn. So I was going to charge in and have like a couple Black Knights left.
Okay, yeah.
And then that was my hope.
That was, yeah, well, like if I hadn't killed the entire unit, then yeah, that would have worked.
That would have worked. That was my plan, and then I realized, oh crap, math is not my favorite. I only have a 6-up save rerolling ones. That's where I realized they should have held back here. The dogs should have gone forward, and then I would have had time to make a second layer of dogs. That would have been a much more solid plan, and I think that would have kept me in the game points-wise, and then leading to probably this kind of outcome, but with me at higher points. Not necessarily a win, but with higher points.
Right. I mean, like, that makes sense. Looking at this, like, I don't think I played it terribly. There was definitely some little things I could have done better optimizing, but the big thing for me, the spell casting. Okay, so my huge weakness, like, whatever. Like, I don't love spell casting. It's the same way I don't like psychic stuff in 40k.
Right.
Part of the reason is because I just don't like it because they're nerds. But the other reason is I cannot keep track of who has what spells.
Right, especially when they all have a different spell.
Yeah, when they all have multiple spells. So that's where I kept these guys super basic. And, you know, remembering, he's got sort of think of where they got to be and all that. I'm bad at it, so I tend to avoid it.
Well,
but then also, like, Luka, I don't know how often I got caught on camera, but every single time, it's like, cool, combat. What buffs and debuffs do?
100%.
Yeah, I can't keep track.
It's been so long since I played this army too. I was in a bad situation for that too. I'm like, okay, Did they have Fading Vigor and Overwhelming? I don't even think Overwhelming Dread worked. I think it worked once in the beginning, and then Fading Vigor never really came in either. It is tough, especially when your army is nothing but personal buffs, and mine's all about negative debuffs on my opponent, right? So the amount of buffs you had were able to counteract the debuffs for the most part until the end half of the game, where I was starting, because I just had so many more debuffs.
Right. For me, the Gourmand is nice. The Gourmand is nice.
It's an amazing battalion.
Just for that +1 to hit.
Yeah,
Like,
because it's more guaranteed
all
to get
I'm really fishing for, and it's a 3 or 4 roll to get that.
Yeah. So when you're looking for a 3 or 4 with a reroll, essentially, you're probably going to get it for the most part. Not every time, but
Well,
almost
it's
always.
not even a reroll; it's a second roll, so you can get it multiple times.
It's true. You get it twice even. Yeah.
I never really thought about it, but yeah, against the debuff army to hit them twice with like +2 to hit when they got a -1. Cool, I'm back to hitting on 2s.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know. That's kind of handy dandy. I don't know, the Ogres. The nice thing about playing the Ogres is that consistently, like, I don't think anybody's ever complained about Ogre Mawtribes being played too much on the channel. So like I can play them week after week after week after week, and everybody loves them.
I genuinely enjoy playing against them. The guts are strong. It's a strong army. I have to remember I'm playing it because they come at you so hard and so fast that it can be very demoralizing in the beginning of the game when their iron guts just walk all over your army. As we said earlier, they killed 1,710 points of my army. But I mean, look what I still have. I'm playing Legions of Nagash, though. We don't care about that.
So it doesn't matter.
As long as he lives. That's all that matters.
Well, yeah, that's the big thing. Like, whenever I'm playing AOS and, like, somebody has a big Death Star, like, cool, that's what the guts are going to go for.
100%, because
like,
they'll win that fight. Unless it's Bone Reaper, Mortec battle line.
even that, I mean, like...
Actually, yeah, that was the most damage I ever took.
Better, like, because you hit me with a bunch of debuffs. I think if I played that smarter, I could have crumbled them still.
Yeah, I guess, because out of everything I fought them against, that was the one unit that crumbled the Mortec guard.
Yeah, that was the one, and they were debuffed all to heck, and, like, I didn't play that well. I think, you know, like, as I'm getting more and more used to AOS, I think the KO are going to be the Avengers. Like, I think the next time I play Bone Reapers, the KO are coming out, and it's that stupid Barak Zilfin that everybody loves.
The Bone Reapers. Any Death Army does not like any shooting, because then you're playing. I would not play this list against a Carriage on. It's an auto loss. You're like, okay, I'm just going to shoot Archon until he's dead. Oh, I literally can't do anything about that.
Take him turn 1.
No
problem.
I can't hide him. He's got fly. You actually get bonuses against him because he's got fly.
Well, if I'm playing Zilfin, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
All the boats are rerolling hit rolls in 1.
I could give him a 3-up save near that, but I mean, a 3-up save you don't shy away from a 3-up save.
Even if you outdrop me, like, I can deploy my boats on the back line, so you're not going to be in range of any of your spells.
Exactly.
So cool. Fly, you make me go first, I kill you. You make me go second, I stay out of range, then I kill you.
Right. The only hope I would have is put him in a position where you'd have to compromise your ships, and I would hope to retaliate, but I would still lose my general and I'd still lose Archon, and that's a game I don't really feel like playing. Like, that would morally crush me. So that's a fight I do not want to play. That's a game I do not want to play.
Well, and then, like, even putting the boats into a position where you can counterattack. I don't think you get a ton of rend in this, so Ironclad pops its Aether Gold. Cool, I got a 3 per rollable save.
Yeah, the only rend I have is the rend 1 on the guard.
Well, I guess even if you charge the boat, then, like, I get to drop bombs on you.
Right.
And everybody on board gets to fight. If you want to fight the guys on board to get penalties to hit. Like,
it's not great. That's an example of, like, a newer book versus, like, the Legions of Nagash were crazy powerful back before at the very beginning of second edition of Age of Sigmar, when they could use their grave sites to reanimate their units without paying the reinforcement cost. Like, that's still really good, obviously. Like, how many points did I bring back? I brought them back once, they're 280. I brought the Grave Guard back a couple times. I think they're 280 as well, so that's 560 plus 280. I brought the Black Knights back a couple times. Oh, one time, that's 240 points. I've gotten over 1,000 points back in my army.
Yeah, that's like, you got, like, back half of what the Iron Guts were able to kill.
Yeah, exactly. Like, out of all the Death Armies, this is the best reanimating one, because it brings models back to units, and then it brings entire units back with, like, guarantee. No, you just spend a command point.
Well, any joking aside, like, I'm never going to play this army, because it's not my style, and I hate it. But,
Legions of Nagash, yeah.
Yeah, if you had played this a little bit smarter, I think, in the beginning, and, like, had a little bit more luck, yeah, you would have crushed me.
I think I would have been in a much better position, that's for sure. Yeah, I would have. Well, again, this is me getting back on. Like, the second I charged the Black Knights in and I realized their shields were off, that's when I remembered, oh yeah, the tactic is to screen with the dogs. If the dogs don't have an option to go for objectives, you screen your skeletons with them, and then you use your Black Knights as a counter charge to hit a weakened flank, or to go deep in your enemy's territory and just, like, because they do hit pretty hard, but not against a 48 wound 4-up save unit. was hoping.
so funny.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done it. I kind of fell prey to my own foolishness there, and I'm not even upset about it. It's more of like a learning lesson. Like, okay, now I'm gonna remember for the next time I play this list. I know I think it only took me one game to remember how to play because I started playing much better later on. Yeah.
Yeah, this is one, and especially like I'm really excited for playing the Suns more and more. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what I would do against this.
Oh, that's a tough fight. Like it's you could crush my units, but they just come right back.
They just come right back, and like you can stop me because they can't like. As far as I can remember, they can't like fall back and charge or anything. You can just keep me stuck in spots and like.
Right.
And if they're not on objectives, then you're just gonna beat me.
I assume
because I can count as like 30 models or 20 models or whatever it is.
I assume you don't like debuffs on them either.
Oh no, debuffs are horrible.
Right. I think the Sons of Behemoth would suffer greatly against the Legion, like specifically this kind of build with Archon, like near guaranteed spells. Now I don't know how good the Sons of Behemoth are at throwing rocks and stuff like that.
Not.
So they're actually
their range attacks are awful.
They're just whatever. Yeah.
Well, like the smaller Gargants, you can have one unit throw that's close by the Mega Gargant, and then the Mega Gargants. I think there's one with a ranged attack. It's kind of two of them have ranged attacks, but they're pretty meh.
They're not like a threat to Archon. Maybe over time.
Maybe over time.
Okay.
Not like a one shot kind of thing.
Right. I think in a game like that against like a mediocre range, I would take the healing spells he has access to try and counteract the. It's like drain.
Yeah, you could just zip around. Like if I could get a double turn where I can go charge him, then I'll beat the snot out of him. Like that's no problem.
Yeah, because you can just fall back over my stuff and then hope for a double turn and then charge him instead.
Yep.
Yeah, because they do have the capability of walking over other models.
I think it's like honestly things that
I can't remember what
have less than 10 wounds or something like that.
Sure.
Like it's one of those kind of mechanics.
Right.
And then terrain pieces that are over a certain height or under a certain height they just ignore.
Okay, no, I get that. I typically have like a little house rule. In this game, we just ignore the fences. But if something like I kind of gauge what's good enough to walk over things. Like ogres, I'm like, yeah, ogres can walk over that. They don't really care. They just like whatever. Like whereas my skeletons, I probably should have slowed them down, but we just didn't want to.
That gets to be kind of.
That's where it gets iffy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This is I think like hilarious narrative. This was a fun game. So this is one where like I've said it in the past couple games I've played. I'm always curious on people's feedback.
Right.
For whatever reason, I've been getting flack of like
how much you hate Age of Sigmar.
About how much like Josh hates Age of Sigmar. Like this is awful. Like, and I don't get it because I've been on the record of being like I like this more than 40K, like the gameplay overall. I like the 40K lore more, but yeah.
Yeah. Read more of the books.
I'm like
right?
I like this game more. I have more fun with it. And it's the same people being like, "Well, you're not excited enough to play," and I'm like, "What are you talking about? Like, much more excited can I be?"
Gotta do handstands in the corner, my man.
I think that's the only way, yeah, for some people. So I joke and I kid a little bit, but yeah, I don't get it. I have a lot of fun with this game.
For me, I get clouded too much by the guaranteed numbers on scoring, and it's the same in 40K. When you can do the math and you can figure out who wins already, it's a little discouraging. If you're on the downs, like, okay, we knew that I lost on turn 3, but we decided, you know what, we're gonna keep. I mathematically lost on turn 3.
Well, that one, yeah, because we could figure that out, and there was no way to do it. There's other ones where people are weird about, like, oh, well, you know, you can't get this to that objective. I'm like, well, actually, I can.
Right.
Watch this craziness.
Unless I was able to get him off of this, then I probably could have. I could have.
He was just racking up points like crazy. Yeah, that was.
There's no way I could get back here. Like realistically, I had nothing. If I held the Black Knights back, they could have threatened this. That would have really.
Like, could you put a gravesite back there?
I could have. Yeah.
Oh, you probably should have.
Well, yeah, but I can't. I'd have to get a hero to really utilize that gravesite.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah. So I can put things in reserve and hide them underground, and then a hero goes by it, and then at the end of the movement phase, they pop up from the gravesite.
Yeah.
But I like to keep my gravesites kind of central to the middle, where I know I'm gonna fight that big dumb grind. And it helped. Like, you know what? You killed my units completely. I never actually used the gravesites to heal units until the end.
When it was inconsequential anyway.
But it didn't matter. I just mostly used them to bring reanimate units completely, which is it's also a good purpose of them. I don't know. It's a weird army. It's got a lot of. This army has a steep learning curve to it. It's like any death army. There's a lot of weird shenanigans you could do. Like the ogre, every army's got a learning curve to it, but like ogres, in my opinion, it's all about good buffs, good positions, making sure you always have your buffs off, which is true for them as well. But then once you start getting your buffs off, you just walk through enemy armies. If I wasn't playing death, you would just crush pretty much any other army. Because the buffs you were getting off, like +1 to hit, +1 attack, is like, okay, come fight me, done, no problem.
On a unit of 12 guts, like that's
brutal.
hilarious.
Right.
I would dare say that they probably have one of the highest damage
I think so.
averages and potentials in the game.
I would definitely agree. Like out of everything I fought the Bone Reapers with, the Mortec Guard usually one of the most in my eyes, especially paired with the Harvester, one of the most durable things in the game. But I've lost a unit. I've lost like 17 of them to one swing from Iron Guts, and they were debuffed.
That were debuffed, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where, like I said, playing smarter. I think I could probably do it, but yeah, I want to shoot those stupid Bone Reapers.
I don't want that. I don't want to. I typically want to avoid any death versus. I'll do it, but I typically want to avoid death versus shooting armies.
I was gonna say, I think we played a death versus shooting army one time. I had fun.
That was where I played Manfred. I did not have fun. That had nothing to do with shooting either. That was just bad rolls.
It was.
But the shooting just ended it.
The cannons just made it so much better.
Yeah, the cannon just ended it. You're like, wow, I can't believe you failed every single one of your charges that were like 4 to 6 inches on. I guess I'll just shoot you with cannon, so I tabled you. All right, good game. I'm like, it happens. It happens. It is what it is. Check that game out. It's from a few months ago, like a month or two ago.
Yeah, that was Underguts versus Manfred.
Yeah, Legion of Night in that game. Because that's the one where I tried the cheeky Morgas show up 9 inches away, outflanking, and they get their 3 to 6 inch range charge, and they take the full distance, and they all failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was super. Oh, no, I think one unit got it.
One made it, but I think they whiffed their attacks or something too.
It was bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
You killed like 2 of my.
It was like lead belchers, I think. Yeah.
Out of a unit of 6, and they're like, oh, okay, cool. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. Luka remembers. All right, folks, we've rambled on long enough. We'll let you get back to your day. Hopefully you enjoyed this game. This was seeing past the math on the score and just saying, who cares? It doesn't matter what the score is. We're just here to play a game. It was very fun. It was a nice change of pace because like 40K, I suffer from the same thing as well. So
I'm just confused. Like, what happened both for the score and is this good for the Bright Sun Festival or not?
This is bad for the Bright Sun Festival.
Well, this was bad?
This was bad for sure.
Was it going to be bad no matter who won?
It wasn't sanctioned, and now Archon's going to shut it down.
Oh, whoa, he's such a lame boy.
What a surprise. Another one of Fritz's schemes thrown out the window.
Oh, the poor guy. He's just getting beat down by the death armies.
Yeah, I guess so. It's just don't worry, he's got a notebook full of these things. He just moved on.
I wonder what his next adventure will be.
He'll just move on to the next one. And for that, folks, you'll have to wait for the next game. See you guys next time, and happy wargaming.